Anyways, welcome to the Ilderon Tales.
Yeah, actually, I literally just clicked the record button, so that's the first thing on the on the record. Welcome to the Ilderon Tales. This is the Nobles group, our Saga 1 episode 20 of their campaign. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let's put on some fun music for this while we do the recap. So if it's your first time here, we are playing Dungeons and Dragons. It is a role-playing game. Everything you're going to see tonight is going to be live storytelling. Nothing is scripted, and it can go in any direction, which is the fun part about playing this game. We're playing in our own campaign setting. It is the world of Ilderon. If you want to learn more about it, simply just Google search ilderontales.com, and you'd think I'd be smart since in the live stream I could just tell Nightbot to make a command for it. In the future I will.
I can put it in the chat.
Yeah, and you can read more about the setting and learn more about it. Finally, if you are under the age of 14 and you're watching tonight, you're probably going to hear and see content that's not appropriate for you, and please stop watching here and go and consult your parents on if you should even be allowed to watch this. Let's move forward from there. So when I start dungeon mastering, everybody hanging out in chat, I'm going to try and put breaks between where we can kind of have like interactivity. I may or may not remember because I get really, really into it, and I don't always remember to read Twitch chat while I'm dungeon mastering. If you want to communicate with me directly while the session's going on, there is a channel called Campaign Discussions inside the Discord, and you can jump into that channel and you can actually type in campaign discussions, and sporadically I need to go to Discord to check my notes and check other things, and I see my brain just says like, oh, you've got Discord notifications, look at them, because I don't know, I like Discord notifications and I always look at them. So that's the easiest way if you want to like say something during the stream, and that'll also appear in that like box right over there, I think. All right, let's All
right, I'm back. I toweled off.
Oh,
Good job.
Fantastic. The session's over. Unfortunately, Anderson got 3 critical strikes. He's not making it, so I don't know what to tell you.
Jeez, I guess I'll just have to play Genshin Impact. Oh no.
Oh
Whatever
no.
I do.
All right. That's this new crack.
He acts like he's not going to be doing that anyway.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh.
I mean, I'm just kind of like going around the world right now collecting random things, so it's fine.
Let me pull up the recap-a-roni. And we're going to do the recap, and then we'll get started tonight. All right. So, the recap. Last session started on the 29th of Noble. Can I just, like, take a moment to point out how fantastic, like, this quote of the session is? Like, I spent time really putting together like, this quest line for you guys, and there were specific like lines that I really needed to deliver to make sure you guys understood and had all of the information to like solve the quest. And I was real proud of the sometimes you pray for a miracle and you find a dagger, and right off the cuff Rob comes with Papa Drake says sometimes you pray for wind and you get a paddle. Great line, love it. Anyways, quote of the session, sometimes you pray for wind and you get a paddle. The party started on the 29th of Noble. They had just woken up and went with Dilo and Verona and teleported to the magical nation of Ililmagai. They teleported into the port city of Dockensdale. They'd been given a quest by the trickster god Eshius. It is a trial of power. Eshius has given the party a contract that allows them to kill one person and not be held directly responsible for the consequences of their actions. With that, Eshius said that a soul has escaped the justice of their actions, and it is up to the party to determine who escaped the justice of their actions and who needs to be delivered said justice. The party teleported into Dockensdale and began investigating the crime they were sent here to investigate. They were in the Lancaster Watch, and the bottom section of it where all of the civilians are able to come and make requests of the government, and essentially what would be like the petitioner's chambers like the central rise Arter Sarai, they were kind of like in the petitioner's chambers in the bottom of Lancaster Watch. The party all agreed to go to Sergei's house and get Sergei's additional notes on the case. However, while the party was heading to get the notes, Oswandria asked to stay behind and request information from the Risen from Lancaster Watch. And a few members of the party, specifically and Stradora, stayed behind with her. Those members of the party were able to get some information on this case, finding out that one of the lights, which are the judicial people that would be presiding over this case in a court of law, had actually paid all of the fees to allow the trial to go on. And that was a very strange thing that doesn't normally happen. They got the name of the light and went to talk with the light. The light was named Light Ancog. And while talking with Light Ancog, they discovered that the person who essentially, I guess, the cop that's been leading the investigation has been very, very hard on a death path for the criminal that the party is investigating.
Right.
The person in charge of this investigation has wanted this person dead for quite some years and finally had the opportunity to, as when you are charged with essentially murdering a little guy and you have taken a life and you can't pay your life debt, it is up to the arresting the Risen members, the people who arrest you, of what happens to you. You forfeit all of your rights as a Lilnagian citizen until your life debt is paid. From there, with this new information, the party realized that Baelisfur might be pulling some things behind to try and make sure this lady gets executed, the criminal, and left Light Ancog to go meet up with the rest of the party. Meanwhile, the rest of the party went to meet up with, to go to Sergei's house and get all of his additional materials. While at Sergei's house, the lady who owns the building, the I don't know her name, not tenant, not landlady. Would that be it? The residence owner, landlord. Let's
landlord.
go. There aren't really lords and ladies inside of Ilonagai, but yeah, the landlord. We'll go with that. The landlord told Sergei that Baelisfur came by looking for him, as Sergei was hired to be on this investigation, and Baelisfur really wanted to see Sergei. So instead, Sergei and the party went to see Baelisfur. Baelisfur informed Sergei that with the 16 additional murders that Talia, the criminal they're investigating, was charged with, the Supreme Light had okayed more funding being poured into this case, and Baelisfur now has the go-ahead to put a bounty out on Talia. That said, the bounty is to bring her in dead or alive, preferably dead. Baelisfur has his druthers about it. Talia is very dangerous, and he wanted to give the case first to, or give Sergei first the opportunity to reap the bounty. And if Sergei couldn't do it, then he was going to send the call out to other bounty hunters and contractors. Sergei agreed and went to meet up with the rest of the party. The party put their heads together and shared with each other the information they learned. They decided that two things had happened. One, Talia had definitely murdered 4 people, and she is guilty of those crimes. And the other 16 murders that she is charged with may or may not be her fault, but she fled off from them. The Light, who stepped into this matter and paid all of Talia's legal fees to allow her to get a trial, kind of overstepped his the boundaries of like what is expected of his position, and the fact that Talia was able to escape and all of those additional people were killed could also be chalked up to him stepping in where he shouldn't have. with that, the party put together that, they're supposed to deliver justice to, somebody whose actions escaped it, or deliver justice to a soul, or a soul escaped the justice of their actions. That's it. And they're supposed to find one of these people and deliver said justice. With that, the party agreed that there was one side of the story they weren't getting, which was Talia's, and before they decided, they wanted to go get her side of the story, and went to find Talia. Talking to Baelisfer, Baelisfer gave them the location of where she's headed out, or rather, I guess, bunkered down in, which is a bandit fortress off to the northeast. The party headed into the bandit fortress, was stopped by the archers outside. After a little bit of negotiating back and forth, the party agreed to be manacled and tied up, and were led into the fortress, where they were allowed to have a conversation with Talia. Talia informed the party that of several things. One, she has no idea why why Baelisfer has such a violent hatred for her, as she does her whole criminal career off of robbing other criminals to try and stay off the radar of more important people. That said, she was pulling a con on another crime lord who had just made a deal with some pirates, and while she was pulling the con, she encountered an artifact that sent her into a blind rage. The artifact caused her to kill all of the people around her, and when she came out of the rage, it was gone, dissipating almost as if it was a dream, but the deaths and the carnage she caused were very real. She fled the scene, and a rival gang swooped in and took all of that crime lord's stuff. She is very interested in the artifact, tried to pull the con a second time to go and retrieve the artifact, did manage to get her hands on it, and did manage to go into another blind rage and kill all of the people in that den, before she was eventually picked up by the Risen and arrested. She informed the party while she was arrested, she was fairly certain she was going to die, but she was given a trial. The night before the trial was happening, the envoy of discipline, Baelisfer, in the middle of a bunch of chaos going on downstairs in the dungeon, came and unlocked her cell and stepped inside. She felt incredibly threatened by him and was praying the whole time for any sort of miracle to save her. When he attacked her, she found in the hay a dagger behind her that someone had left, and she caught him off guard and stabbed him in the face. Thought about killing him, but instead locked him in the cell so the creatures wouldn't attack him, and fled the dungeon. From there, she sold the dagger on the way out of town, and she has been hiding out with these criminals ever since. She wants nothing left to do with Baelisfer or the trial. However, she said if the party can help clear her name, she will help them find the artifact that caused her to kill all of those people. With that, the party agreed and headed back into town, and were on a path to question Baelisfer. Wow, what a long recap. Alright! So that's where we're going to pick up. It is the night of the 29th. The party is in the port city of Dockensdale. You have just gotten back within the city walls, and I am going to assume the party is headed to the Fatherway Burrows to talk to Baelisfer. I can fast forward with you guys stepping in there, but before I do, is there anything you guys want to do beforehand? Discuss before I do.
Sergey is going to ask them. So, we got a plan of action?
I'm going to gesture to Lumilia.
The plan is hold person, zone of truth, a mace, and some very pointed questions.
I'm going to add. It's like, but I would like to state real quick, so we're all sure. The whole person doesn't need to come out until we start needing to mace.
I was about
Okay.
to ask,
It
like,
paralyzes.
so are we
You
throwing
can't
subtlety
talk.
out the window, or?
No. Until they attack, we're going to be subtle.
That we want someone.
We'll have to-
Okay, how about, Stradora, give me, like, a code word for when I should cast Zone of Truth. If we're trying for subtlety initially.
That's a good point. What do you think is a good code word? There.
Mace.
That's easy to bring up in conversation. Totally.
I mean, can you even cast?
And I don't think we need a.
Well,
I don't
no,
think
but
we
I
need a-
assume if we're casting it at that point, then subtlety is leaving.
And I don't think we need a code word for when you need to hold person, because
Yeah,
that'll be when he has a knife out and is trying to hurt us.
So as soon as he's a threat, I get to hold person.
Yes.
Sergey is upon goes thinking, what did I just do?
So who will be asking the questions? We need someone to lead the charge.
I'm
Oh,
thinking
Mike.
Stadora.
Well, I mean, Sergey is the person who knows him.
I was gonna say, it's
So
his
both.
investigation.
Yeah, my investigation. My questions, though, I will gladly have Stradora with me in there because she knows more from.
She also has a lot more authority.
Yes, and
I would say princess of the
let's be
land.
honest, even she intimidates me.
Should I
My
have,
mom says I have a strong personality.
That's a way of putting it.
She's just
should I have an
adorable.
extra beast with me when we enter there or no?
Look, we're not going to fight a war. My thing is just that if this guy's really that shady and we start asking a lot of pointed questions, cornered beasts tend to slash.
That they do. Alright.
Do we know what we want to know for sure?
Well, for one thing, I want to know why he's paying off a bunch of the lights.
I'd like to know exactly what his problem with Talia is.
Yeah, he has a hate boner for her, and we need to find out what that is.
Oh, most certainly.
Yeah,
Chances that she's like his illegitimate daughter, and he's just trying to get rid of evidence of that.
That's even
By
worse.
killing her.
She's too old to be his illegitimate daughter.
But I have nothing to base this off of. I'm just kind of throwing ideas out.
Yeah, it's pretty unrealistic to think that a Risen member would have an illegitimate child.
That's the unrealistic part.
Side-eye Stradora.
Asandria's gonna speak up at that and say, "Oh no, I read a romance novel once where that was the plot."
Right.
Side-eye Stradora.
I have the story of Calendir, right? The story of a sailor who.
Oh God. When I know that's let Sergey know that story.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I
called
made it
the
up.
Lil G in history.
Yeah, good point.
You know what? It's actually a really, really popular, like, a Lil Najian story, currently.
Okay.
Did
Being
someone like
published around.
romance it? Did they like There's something hilarious to me of like someone like, I'm just going to take these important bits and I'm going to exaggerate the hell out of it and make like a
Yeah.
best-selling novel.
Oh yes.
I mean, that's based off a true story.
Yeah, it is about two star-crossed lovers, both tied to duty, and both of them finding love but not being able to act on it.
Your mom let you read a romance novel?
Your mom let that get
Austin
published?
Andrea, and let's see. Well, let's see. Austin Andrea's gonna say, well, you know, I was welcome to Raina's study. Her spell books were off limits, but I mean,
Alright, that's
Perfection.
more than I ever wanted to know about Raina's interests.
God.
I mean, it's a library, okay?
We
You
might
don't
have.
keep
I might.
books like that in your library.
I might have more questions for you
It's
later.
not like it's smut. No, I would. It's not like it's smut. This is just a general romance.
you
Out of
read?
character, Jackal, have you ever read a romance novel?
Do you read?
I do read.
Does
Yeah,
Anderson
David-
read?
Besides
Andrew-
manga.
I do actually read. I want. Let's keep real life out of this.
Does Anderson read? Like, I know he can, but does he?
No, this is more like the
Gone
player
off the
saying
rails.
stuff. Not
Is
that
my
far.
mic picking up the rain at all?
No, you
No,
sound
I don't
good.
hear it.
Cool.
Anywho, romance.
I
novel
will say
with
no.
vibes.
Anderson does not read romance novels. This is more
Okay,
like
so-
Jackal musing.
Anyways, we have a plan.
Also,
Cool.
He mentioned if he can make a check to see if Claw would know that she would be technically the illegitimate child. It's in the Roll20 chat.
Hold on. Let me read that. Mind if I check if Claw would know she'd technically be an illegitimate child if she is the princess here? Yeah, I'm gonna say it's DC 10. Like, everybody knows, the Sky Queen is basically an elected official from the Risen, and, her only purpose is to govern the country.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
no
E, why are
Sky
you-
Queen ever had a family.
Why
I
are
think
you
he's having...
Mango and not your character?
Yeah, he's having computer issues.
Yes, history check.
Oh, before we go inside, I'm gonna pat Stradora on the shoulder and cast guidance. Because there will be checks involved in the next couple minutes.
You know that only lasts for like 6 seconds, right?
It lasts for 1 minute.
Does it? I thought it
Which
was
is why I'm
like
saying I'm doing it as we walk in the door.
I thought it was like a round thing.
My headset is dead. I have you guys on my phone right now, but I don't want the wind
Nope,
tunnel
1 minute.
blowing in everyone's ears. Fair. Okay, so 14. Yeah, Stradora is not an illegitimate child. However, that would mean whoever her grandmother's child is, which would be, one of Stradora's two parents. The Sky Queen is not supposed to have...
I was not born out of wedlock. Thank you very much.
However, her dad's dad.
Whoa, you don't know which parent.
Right.
All right. That said, is there anything else you guys want to talk or discuss?
Ramon, is there anything else you'd like to discuss?
Oh shit! What? Sorry, I lost internet connection. I just got back.
We've established that Stradora is in fact not an illegitimate child, but one of her parents is. And then, did you want to discuss anything else before we get back to Dawkins Joe?
Wait, what? Did the stream? Oh wait, I don't know what just happened here.
One thing led to another, and we learned some of Stradora's personal history.
I made a joke, and then everybody needed to actually examine the joke.
Wow,
Yeah,
I
my
missed a
bad.
lot
did
trying to
not-
fix my internet.
Just take a hammer to your router. That fixes it.
I had to
So
unplug it
you
and
need to start
reboot
by
it.
deleting system 32.
And
No,
this is
if
I-
you're listening, please don't take...
Yeah, no,
My T,
seriously,
he
do
can't
not,
use
do not, do not. This
Alt
is-
F4.
And then
Anywho.
turn off your computer.
Alright, so we have
It'll
a
work
plan
great.
for the interrogation.
I think we're headed to Dawkinsdale.
You are in Dockensdale. You're walking through the Dockensdale Road.
No, okay.
Oh, we already
so
made it back?
before I
Yes.
cut off, I lost connection. I was gonna ask. So we're gonna get him alone in a room, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
shouldn't be hard.
He has a personal office.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, say we have sensitive information to show him.
One that we can lock.
Wait, question. Would I know the layout of the area in there? I
Of
assumed I would.
what?
I
The
would hope
dungeon?
so.
No, of where Ballisford is.
Oh, of the school? I mean, not like super duper well, but yeah, you've been there 1 or 2 times.
Okay.
The route into Dawkinsdale, because we're like
Yes.
at the gates now.
Yeah, you're
Are-
inside the city walls.
Are we anywhere near Swordway? Is like Swordway on our route to Belicifer at all?
Let's take a look. I'm gonna close all of these portraits. And at some point I should make a map with all of the roads on here so I don't have to every single time. Pretty sure this one's Swordway though. Swordway is one major road over from where you guys are. You guys are coming down, let's see. You guys are coming down Scholar Way.
Okay.
And I can illustrate that for you on the map. So, green is going to be Scholar Way, and red is going to be Sword Way. And then I'll put a purple mark at where you guys are headed. And purple mark at the fire burrows.
Okay. That's fine.
All right. So you have a plan. Everybody seems pretty set on this. I'm going to fast forward you guys to arriving at the School of Discipline. Like I said before last episode, the School of Discipline, it is the building, the foundation of it is a stone fortress of a dungeon. And on top of that, in the whole, the whole first floor and probably a underlayer of the bottom of a basement is the dungeon. On top of that stone foundation, there is a very nice 3-floor wooden building that is the school. If you guys head in, and it's late in the evening by the time you get here. Yes?
The School of Discipline isn't related at all to the Chantry of Discipline, is it?
No, it isn't.
Okay, I didn't think so, but I wanted to
That would be
check.
heresy.
That's what I thought.
Especially what's going to happen.
All right.
It's like on principle.
We're about to do is exactly in line with the Chantry of Discipline.
Kick in doors, arrest people, drag them to justice. So yes,
we're about to court beat
Justice first, questions later.
Justice first. We question it later.
You killed him, and he was innocent. Oh, I'll pray for his soul. I hope he has safe passage through the bridge.
He was innocent. Here's 1,000 gold. Who cares?
Here's your payoff money. Now go away.
Yeah. Or else we will kill you.
All right, I want to take a break real quick for a second and say thank you, Shintigami, for the raid. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight. We're not doing normal gaming content, but always appreciate and welcome everybody. All right.
Hi.
So
it's a raid. Hi.
Yeah, I know. One of the fun parts about streaming on Twitch. People love to drop in. Okay, so you're going to head into the School of Discipline. Searching around and asking the different Risen members here at in the upper floors, if they've seen Bellisford. It's again late in the evening, and most of the people are either turning in, and a couple people are going to tell you like, "Oh yeah, he took my guard duty for tonight. We just got the dungeons like back up and running downstairs, or not back up and running, but in a work condition. These bars are fixed, and Bellisford is finishing the inspection." Like with the contractors. Heading downstairs into the dungeons, you guys can hear voices, and your footsteps are going to echo through here. You hear Bellisford's voice talking with somebody, and the conversation's going to pause, and he's going to say, "We'll speak more on this in the morning." Hello? Walking around the corner, you guys see down the row of cells. You hear Bellisford's plate mail boots clinking against the stone floor as he turns the corner and looks at all of you. As his glance falls on you, a smile slowly builds on his face, and he's going to say, "You're back! Tell me it's done." There are 2 people standing with him. They're going to start walking by you.
I mean, let them pass.
Yeah. Bellisford waits for your reply.
Unfortunately,
Tell me I can reward you
princesses.
with the bounty.
I mean, I'd love to, but good princesses don't lie.
Bellisford's going to raise his hand to his chin and say, "She eluded you, didn't she?" You weren't able to kill her, were you?
I don't know how to answer this.
No.
I mean, do we just want to drop it, or?
It's fine. If he's gonna keep talking, he can keep talking.
Sergey's may respond, no, she wasn't there.
Roll me a deception check.
Okay. Deception. Right up.
Oh my gosh! Alright, starting off the night on a high roll.
Oh god, this
I wish Metalore was
You know, it's alright. It's not that important.
All
It's a
right.
little important.
Holds Mace tightly.
Bellisfur is going to look at you and say, Bellisfur is going to look at you, eyebrow raised, and you guys echoing like through the chamber as the doors have been shut to the dungeon. And he is going to say, now, Sergey, there have been things that haven't been adding up about this entire investigation. The whole time you've been on it. You want to think about lying to your employer, would you?
There have also, from what we have found, there's been discrepancies in this entire case to begin with.
I will ask. And all I need is a simple, brief, straightforward answer. Why do you not have Talia's head in a basket right now?
We didn't have a basket with us.
That's all I got.
Yeah. So,
Backbone, Sergey. Backbone.
All right.
plan B then, or
Yeah, at this, Bellisfur
Actually, hold on.
is going
I'm
to...
going
Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to say, look, we did interrogate her, and well, there was still lots of sketchiness. But from what we have reviewed before we interviewed her, there's even some things are not adding up even on your end. We want to clarify those. Once said points are clarified, we will bring her in. That is why he hired me. Oh.
All right, and okay, yeah. At that, Bellisfur is going to say, "She's a wanted criminal of the state. What more needs to be clarified?"
Why do you want her dead so badly that you wanted us specifically to kill her and you didn't give us a blue contract?
Bellisfur. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead,
I was
Matt.
going to pipe it and say, you sent us into a near-death trap with only a probationary blue contract.
We're not given that by him.
Mm-hmm. You didn't give us any blue contract. And you wanted us to kill her.
You
From
show a
my
starting lack of respect for life for a servant of a Lilna guy.
Why do you want her dead so badly? And Claw's going to look at Lumelia.
Hi.
I'm going to look at Lumelia and give her the look that says, "I didn't say Mechalore."
Bellisfur is going to exhale here and say, "Look, I strive to ensure that the Fatherway Burrows are a peaceful place where anybody can live and do so comfortably. That said, she constantly is raiding the shipments of different... Oh man. Come on, Brandon, use your brain.
Merchants?
Nope, not merchants. The people who specialize in transportation and shipping. Well, I guess Yeah, like
logistics agent.
Yeah, shipping merchants. We'll go with that. Constantly raiding the caravans of them, and is constantly a menace to any mercantile trade in this area.
Maybe you should be more aware of what's in the shipments.
Wait till Aya puts it, she tends to run her cons on actual cons.
Stand far away from getting her hands dirty. Plus, we've also heard rumors of a certain weapon.
I'm going to elbow Soge in the side. I have 11 strength. You don't grunt at that.
Well, I assume you hit me right in, like, above the hit, like, that area.
Well, shush!
Yeah.
It's enough to say shut up.
Okay.
We don't talk about the cursed sword.
We don't talk about the cursed sword in this fan. So for Claw, Claw is inciting his statement when he is responding to Talia. What specifically are you trying to pick out about his statement?
I'm trying to pick out on how obvious is it that he might be trying to fudge the information to his favor. Because I'm trying to figure out if he's leaving
Why do you
out
insight so broadly?
I'd say that's
sorry.
I'm say anything.
Fair enough. I'm used
like we're
to
all
broader
trying to do that.
I'm used to broader insight checks. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, with an 11, like just looking at him and trying to figure out like why I as a question, but I mean, he definitely is painting in large brushstrokes here. Like there is a lot more to his statements that could be defined.
Is there like area for us to sit in here?
It's a jail cell, dude.
It's a dungeon. There are a row of cells. There is a guards room of like a barracks down here that you could go to, and there's also the other thing that's in an armory down here too. There's a more secure area of this prison too, that is through the guard barracks. Like you can't just simply walk in there. The door to which is open though, as Baylessford did come out of there. Oh, Baylessford did come out of there.
Claw is going to just reiterate, and why did you send us out there without giving us a blue contract?
You don't just get a blue contract. There's a whole application process. You have to be followed around by a risen scribe, designated by a supreme light.
Yeah, those things can take years.
He's not that high ranking.
Yeah,
I know that.
Orange contract, something.
Orange contract is just a guild contract. It doesn't. It all pertain to murder.
But my point still stands.
I didn't think I was going to have to give you guys
my point still
a little Nagian government.
Stradora, my point still stands that he was going to send us out there with the intent to kill, and it's illegal to kill, and we would all have to pay that life debt.
Bellisfer is going to speak up and say, if you the life debt only comes in before any arbitration of your crimes. At that, you would be at my mercy, and if I sent you out there to kill her.
Hey, we're talking.
No, he makes a valid point. See, the thing is that you're not a light. You're a risen member. You aren't a judge. You don't have that. You might have a certain discretionary authority, but you don't get to play God. Again, you show just a startling lack of respect for life for a person of your station.
Bellisfer is going to narrow his eyes and say, I thought you had your mother's fury.
Boy.
She knows how to control it better than you know on how to wield your current political sway.
This was my investigation, but I'm...
Yeah, he's going to say, you know what? I'm not going to be lectured by the tongues of cowards. You can see yourselves out.
Okay, so now do we do it?
I'll send out the bounty, and I'll send out the bounty to some factions that I'm involved with.
Any of those, I don't know, the Ruby Shadow or something? You don't exactly seem to be on the up and up. So, if we're done with this conversation, I'm going to go speak with Supreme Light Lancaster.
At this, Bellisfer is going to stop for a moment and say, look, I respect you, but that does not give you the right to slander my name. How dare you assume I associate with the Ruby Shadow?
Oh, how dare I? You don't exactly seem like the kind of guy that believes in redemption, so you seem like the type that might be okay, I don't know, hiring wanton assassins to handle your grudges.
Bellisfer...
You tried to turn me into one!
Bellisfer is going to, move to the wall and grab a set of manacles and say, that's it, you're under arrest for slandering the Dockensdale Risen Force.
Really?
Now?
You're going for that? That's incredibly petty.
If you want to request a trial, it is your right.
Stradora?
Gestures for Stradora to step forward.
Now, hold on.
Do I resist arrest? Do I comply? Do I resist arrest? Do I comply?
This is the trial of power.
Resist arrest.
I would say I'm ready to kick his ass.
Real quick, when I request a trial, is there any sort of can I invoke my 12th Amendment rights and demand it need to happen right now?
Oh.
Do I have the right to a speedy trial?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think you do have the right to a speedy trial.
Not with this, remember?
Your trial will be processed, and the soonest light will get to it. Sometimes it can take, a couple of hours. Sometimes it could take a couple of days. You're really kind of just rolling your dice.
I'm going to step in between Stradora and Ballisfer. I'm going to ask Ballisfer, listen, we want to ask a few questions to clarify things. One of them...
I feel like you're past that point. Alright.
During the incident, why would you go straight to her cell? Why aren't you defending your fellow comrades?
He's going to say, look, I can show you where her cell is. It was
And
right
show
in the
us
line
where
of
the
fire.
cell where the creatures that escaped were, because from what I understand, they were at the other end of the building.
Bellissifer is going to nod and say, look, follow me. And he'll start walking through the dungeons. And I don't think he's forgiven Stradora for...
I would say, are we just forgetting that, or...?
No, I don't think he's forgetting that. The whole time he's got the manacles in hands, and as he's walking through these lines of cells, he's going to say, while you await your trial, that one will be yours.
You cut out.
Oh, while you await your trial, that one will be yours. As he steps in deeper in here, you guys can see in this main part of the chambers, there are, I think 15 cells. Let's see. 5, 10. You guys can see nearly 20 cells in this open area. And he's going to show you, there are larger cells in the middle of the room. All of the cells are kind of connected. And he's then going to point to some larger cells along the wall that aren't connected, that are a little bit more sturdy and reinforced. And he was going to say those along the wall were where we were holding those horrific demonic creatures. And then he points to a door in the back. He's going to say, back there is our interrogation room. From one side of it, you cannot get in and out of or you can't get in and out of these chambers. Heading deeper in there, we've got 2 private cells for the most dangerous criminals that we house. That's where Talia was being held.
So like timeout. So he put her in like what amounts to their maximum security?
Yes.
Hey.
So you put her in the most secure cell. And then the tour indicates that, like, legitimately, like, not only was she in, like, maximum security, but, like, it's the other side of the room. Like, if those things came popping out of their cells and started a ruckus, they would have had to work their way down to even get to her.
Uh-huh.
And then proximity would put them at, like, also, additionally, for proximity purposes, like, if he had to come down here because of the ruckus, he would have had to walk by the carnage to even get to her cell. Right? Is that what I'm getting? Am I at all? Can I infer that?
Sounds about right to me.
Yeah, that like
Yeah.
Unless
and
there's another
that's-
entrance here, like that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, and that's not far off not far off at all to, put together the knowledge. Bellisfer is going to speak
I
up.
mostly wanted to check out that, like, I didn't have my geography wrong.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nope,
Bellisfer is going to speak up and say, anyone in there with everything going on out here, be like a wolf backed into a corner or a dog waiting for the slaughter.
Yeah, okay, so why were you down here going anywhere near her cell?
especially one.
How did you even get to her cell? You would have had to walk by the carnage.
Mhm.
Bellisfer at this is
Zone
going
of truth
to
now?
Yeah, Bellisfer at this is going to say, your tone is sounding awfully accusatory. I'm going to need you to be manacled, or I will manacle you by force. I've answered your questions.
You haven't answered anything. You've threatened me with manacles, and you're getting real damn close to seeing that theory you wanted.
I'm going
You also
to.
did answer a question.
Say that again, Willow.
He also didn't answer her question. Like, I've answered your questions. No, you just brushed that last.
Ask more questions, and at that, I feel like Bellisfer. I don't know. Things are getting real tense right now. Roll a percentage die. That's where I'm at. Here we go.
Shots!
Wait, I didn't say.
Yeah.
High,
Double shot!
High, he is going to. High, he doesn't stand for like this accusatory questioning anymore. Low, he exhales and says, "Fine, whatever." And 88 of Bellisfer is going to pull out his greatsword and say, "All right, the rest of you step aside. I will not sit here and have my honor or my station questioned any longer."
I'm going to
by
possibly
the-
do something really stupid and get in between them.
I'm gonna take out my shield, my longsword.
By the tenets of Dawkinsdale, Supreme Light Lancaster, and the Sky Queen, what's her name? Winlora, Risen of Discipline, you are under arrest.
Can I try to cast Charm Person on him real quick?
No.
No,
I
you
mean,
guys
I
are
believe it'd be at
entering
disadvantage even if that was
initiative.
okay.
All right, let's see. I'm going to place everybody on the combat grid. I will allow you to shift 5 feet in a direction of your choosing.
I'm going to stand between the two.
Why would you stand between the two? I'm a big girl. I mean, I'm not a big girl, but like emotionally.
Oh, we got the idea.
I want to avoid bloodshed, okay?
Teenagers.
I know, right?
All right.
I'm going to tell Bowser, look, you think attacking her will restore that honor?
We're in initiative, so Belisfer has
doesn't
drawn
care.
weapons, and he's about to go ham. So give
Alright.
me 1 second to get the initiative turn order up. And everybody go ahead and click your characters, and then click on your character sheet, and then roll initiative. As far as your settings are concerned, the cells in this room are the gray ones are the cells. They provide partial cover from range attacks standing behind any of them. Some of the gates to them are open and unlocked. It is a 20% chance that one you try will be locked. I'll roll a percentage die if you want to walk inside any of the cells. The blue squares with brown around them are doors or doorways. And what else is important? The black squares are stone walls. It is... I mean, if you try and break through it, we'll tackle that when we get there. And the blue squares with... the light blue squares are the guard rooms that are not as reinforced as the rest of this dungeon that you guys have been walking through. All right, at that, let me click Mr. Belisfer, and we're going to pull this out over here and roll initiative. Yes.
All right, so I can understand the map. These areas, these are the cells where he said that the creatures were being kept at, right?
Yes.
All these things, right? And this is the door that leads to the interrogation room, which leads to the more secure cells, right?
Yes.
Okay, I was trying to visualize where everything was. So he took us to the end of the hallway that he had to pass through in order to get to the secure cell.
Yes.
Okay. Real sus.
We're about to become the enemies of a foreign nation. I realize
No.
that, right?
No, we got Sidora. We have diplomatic.
We also have a
immunity.
blue
Not
contract.
necessarily.
We have a blue contract.
The
You
blue
have-
contract
Yeah.
only lets us get away with 1 kill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
leave that one.
So we better
don't-
hope that we're right.
I'm not gonna.
We also don't have to kill him. We can just knock him out at the very end of it.
No one ever said to kill him. You fucking blustered.
All right.
He's still an official.
All right, look at Belisfer coming up high in this initiative order.
But Mango gets the first move.
Yeah,
Go, Mango, go.
Okay.
Sure.
I beat Belisfer. Holy crap.
Just replace Mango with Claw, because
No.
he didn't switch.
No, I did.
Oh, wait. Oh, did you?
Yeah, no,
Oh, you
Mango,
did. I
and
didn't do
Claw,
that.
Mango and Claw have different initiatives.
Okay.
Mango
Nice.
can do what she. Mango
Alright,
can.
go Claw.
Mango claws, yes. All right, Mango's.
All right. So Belisfer has drew his longsword. Sergey has stepped between them and put his hands out. Mango has 1 initiative. What do you want Mango to do?
Harming friend. Claw thinks this is the right thing to do. Mango is going to pop from Claw's hood and fly right next to Belisfer. Trying to get. She's a small creature, so she can fly past y'all.
Mhm.
And
Also, she can fly. Bonus.
she's going to attack.
All right. Give me an attack action.
Wait.
Or
Isn't attack
roll me an attack. Roll me an attack for her.
Wait, the strike one? I'll go with this one because I haven't seen this one yet, and I feel like she might do that. And she has advantage on that because Sergey is within 5 feet because of pack tactics.
All right. That is
have
going
backpacking?
to hit. And Belisfer is going to fail that Constitution saving throw. Mango is going to fly forward. All right, Mango's going to fly forward and is going to rear back. You guys see Mango's fangs come alight with red venom as Mango bites into Belisfer. Belisfer is going to go, "Ah!" You notice his actions become a little bit sluggish. At that,
Mango has slow venom?
that is Mango's turn. It is Sergei's turn.
I'm not going to draw my weapon. I'm going to have my hand on my rapier. I'm going to tell Baluster, look, you think attacking us is going to restore your honor?
All right.
Only
fighting
hurt.
words.
Do you want to hold your action or ready an action?
I'm going to hold my action.
Okay. The difference between holding and readying. So now you're going to move down in the initiative order. Wherever you decide to take your action is going to be your new initiative. And you can do anything, whenever you decide to take your turn. If you were to ready an action, you'd set a specific event to be a trigger. Such as, when I, if he attacks me, I attack back or something. Then if he attacks, then your reaction then specifically triggers and does it.
I should also mention that I want to double check.
It's all good. We are going to keep rolling.
I'm going to draw my... Wait, I do not have a shield. Damn.
No, you just have a rapier.
All right. It is Belicifer's turn. Belicifer is going to feel at his neck, and then he's going to look at the party and say, "Why, you treasonous lot! That's not what I wanted. Let's see." All right, Belicifer is going to extend his hand forward, and he is going to call down a pillar of flames, centered in the middle of the party. Everybody's going to have to give me a dexterity saving throw.
And I'm also going to use my action here.
Okay, everybody.
You can use your action after his turn.
Okay. All right.
Does Mango have to make it as well?
No, Mango's out of the range.
Alright, I had to double check it because of her location.
Alright, DC, yep, 15. Belicifer has called down a pillar of flames on top of you.
Not bad.
Congratulations, you all passed.
Did we?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you said it was a 15 save, right?
Yeah.
You're in my aura, bastards!
Oh, yeah. Alright, so, you all are going to take half damage. Everybody... Wow, that's so little. Oh my gosh, it's so little.
Yay,
okay.
for evasion.
Everybody is... Wow, I'm just gonna re-roll this damage.
Hey, paladins.
21, half of 21, everybody takes 10 damage.
Just...
And no, this guy's ass is grass. Not only has he insulted my honor, he just hurt my waifu.
He literally
he did.
Everyone, yeah. He
He's
just
trying to
attacked
kill my
Diplomat.
waifu.
He's trying to kill me!
Protect the waifu, specifically Sergei.
Thank you!
Rob, what's the key bonus that Shador gives? What's the bonus? Is it plus 3? Alright, double checking because I wanted to make sure that was statted right with because there's a thing that lets you add that to your...
Alright. Sergei wants to use his action. Go ahead.
Taking damage in some of the flame, I'm going to try and sweep the leg with, basically try to knock him off of his feet.
Alright, go ahead and give me that attack.
Alright. And that would be what?
It is an attack roll to hit,
Okay.
and then,
Attack roll.
you are... Wait, sweep the leg, that's not a technique you get from Arcane Archer.
No.
Actually just kick him.
Okay,
in the
you're
leg.
trying... That's a contested athletics check, so give me a strength, give me a strength saving throw. Not a strength saving throw, give me an athletics check, and it's contested by his strength.
Odex.
Alright. Strength. I just saw it. What the... My eyes are...
It's at the top of the list. Oh no, sorry. Sorry, it is 4th from the top.
Athletics.
All right, he's going
That
to
was-
contest it. He rolls a 12 with disadvantage, and he is going to Sergey is going to attempt to sweep his legs, and he is going to just kind of sidestep out of the way of like this shove and stand his ground and shoulder back against you.
And I will draw my rapier.
All right. That shove attempt takes the place of one of your attacks from your attack action. You do have a second attack you can make if you want, because you're a full arcane archer, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
You do have extra attack. If you want to spend your second attack, you can attack with your rapier, or you can make another shove attempt.
I am going to attack him with the rapier.
All right, go ahead and roll me an attack roll. You don't have advantage on it, but the 21 does hit. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Alright. Rolling damage. Oh, wait, no, that's not right. What's that? Oh, God, why have I forgotten it?
It's just go ahead and click your rapier and chat.
I did.
And chat, and then there you go.
Okay.
All right.
I can't.
You're gonna deal 14 points of damage to Belicifer, and his HP is not correct on here. Let's do this 178 ones. All right. And Mango dealt. Always have your DM righty rights available.
She did 10 piercing and 5 poison if the damage type matters.
Okay. 10 piercing, 5 poison, and then we had Sergey who just dealt 14. Okay, cool. All right, let's keep rolling. That's Sergey's turn. Sergey, at the end of your turn, Bellisfer is going to cast. Is going to use a action, and he is going to, he's going to use not an action. He's going to use a legendary action, and he's going to cast Shield of Faith on himself. As you guys start circling around him, you see Bellisfer start glowing with dark energy as his Shield of Faith encapsulates him. All right, that's his turn.
You said dark energy on a Shield of Faith?
Yes.
That's not a good sign.
It is Anderson's turn.
Cool. I will start by raging, so I have my resistances. And I'm then going to smack him.
All right, Anderson, you can step forward. Stepping around Kenneth, you can get right there.
Yep.
Oh.
And I will reckless attack to give myself advantage.
You don't know if he has any more spell slots or how powerful of a caster he is, but Dungeon Master advice, if he has another Flame Strike, here gets you out of the range of Flame Strike, and you do have the movement to get there if you want to. Otherwise, you can attack from there. All right.
No, I'll get out of AoE range, and then I will use reckless attack to get advantage. Wow. Wow.
Bellis,
remember when I said
you. There it is. There's and I have a second attack that's just rolled at normal. That's much better.
All right.
No, Jackal. Here's the thing. When you say you reckless attack, it reckless attacks and gives you advantage for all of your attacks.
No,
but yes, it does.
It is. It's for all of them. It's for all of them.
Oh, is it for all of them?
Yeah, you call it at the beginning, and it gives you it for all of them because all attacks at you are at advantage, not the first.
Okay, well, 14 is the highest I've gotten.
That is going to miss. All right. That's Anderson's turn. And he's going to turn and look at Anderson and say, "The bridge take you." Bellis,
I'll just spit on you.
Bellisfer is going to cast another spell. And Anderson, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Where's my dex? There it is.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Oh, touching it. You take no damage. You jump out of the way as dark flames encapsulate around you and explode. That is your turn. It's Kenneth's turn.
These are holy spells that are showing up as black. That's not good.
Oh,
Remember what happened last time we fought against somebody of this chantry?
all he has to
No,
do-
we've never fought a risen member.
No. We
No, but aren't
Also, way to be like, remember the last time we fought somebody of this chantry? Willow.
no.
I know.
I'm
Well, that's kind of what I'm getting at. It's just like, man, we fought a chantry member of the Soyesas, and they were evil.
Hey, real quick. Let's let Ramon take his turn, and I will give you
Go,
time to
Ramon.
talk on your turn. Ramon, what do you want to do? It's your turn. Kenneth is up.
Okay. Now, I'm still. This is like the second time third time we've ever fought. So I want to know if, would I still get sneak attack with everyone being around him?
Yes, you only need an ally within 5 feet of him, and to use a range or a finesse weapon.
And you have 3.
Yeah, I know. I was making sure if I have to break out insightful fighting or not. Okay, so,
Belisford also has been poisoned by Mango.
Make things.
In other words, all the advantages.
Okay, so I'm gonna get here. So Stradora can go the other way. And I will attack him with my rapier.
Woo! 24. That hits. Roll damage.
Okay.
All right, and that's going to. Let me just write that down. I'll add it up later.
26.
Hey. All right. That
Which
is
means he has
going
to
to
make
hurt.
a DC 13 con save, by the way. Unless your Shield of Faith ability doesn't have concentration.
Yep. Concentration. Does he make saving throws with disadvantage while he is poisoned?
It
believe it's
says
just abilities.
says it's dexterity saving throws for the next minute. Is what you have written down on my. At least that's what you've written down on the attack.
Dexterity saving throws for the next minute, but also look the other side of Mango E. There's something else there.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
He does not make other saves with disadvantage. He is going to pass that. He maintains concentration on Shield of Faith. It is the story of a girl. It's Kenneth's turn.
That
was your turn. It's Claw's turn.
No, Kenneth, take it. Second turn.
No. Claw's turn, and this is going to be fun. I'm going to use my bonus action to Hunter's Mark him.
Alright.
And with that being stated, Claw is going to yell out, Alexander, Kenneth, Stradora, show him not to mess with us.
Go ahead.
You all now get this bonus. You add 3 to. Oh no, that's coordinated attack. Wrong thing.
Yeah.
Pack empowerment.
That one.
This one. All of you gain 3 damage whenever you hit.
All right. And I do know what you mean, and is a pretty good moment, but I'm still gonna make a joke. All the way from Arter Sarai, hanging out with his mom, Alexander is gonna say thanks. I'm kidding. Anderson does get that bonus though.
Yeah.
All right.
So I don't get that bonus.
No, you do not. Stradora, Kenneth, and Anderson.
Yeah. All right. So from.
I mean, he can only choose up to 3. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, fair.
Yeah.
And
You
with
still
that
have
being
your
stated,
action.
I still do have my action. Alright, longbow time, shot. And I'm going to do a coordinated attack. Using Mango's reaction, she gets to make another melee attack against someone.
All right. Give me those 2 attacks. 1 longbow attack and 1 with Mango's strike.
Yep, Mango's bite. Roll the bite. Why is that?
That's gonna hit. Go ahead. Roll me damage on that attack for Mango.
It accidentally rolled it twice. My bad.
Yeah, the first one hits, and then go ahead and roll me your longbow attack. Mango is going to strike forward, dealing another 12 piercing damage. Another one.
And my longbow, let's go ahead and do this.
And that is going to miss. Belisford does make his Constitution save to keep concentration on Shield of Faith.
Alright.
It is Stradora's turn.
Going back up.
Ooh.
Then secret weapon.
Clara is moving 3 steps back, so that way Lumilia can move out of the way if she wants to.
Alright, Stradora's weapon starts glowing with holy energy. That is your action. Do you want to do anything with your bonus action?
Look, I know I'm a paladin and I have a lot of bonus actions, but all of my bonus actions fuel my ability to slap. It's kind of a dick move by wizards to make my channel divinity an action.
Yeah,
I'm
only
done.
ask because I know I don't feel like there's a way to use the paladin spell list and not have a bonus action available to you.
Well, like I can use it, and I can just sit on it because it's a concentration. But no, I don't have anything.
All right, that is Stradora's turn. It is Asu Andrea's turn. Asu Andrea is going to all of this combat is going to start flurrying by her as you guys whip into swords. At which point she is going to go and read through her book, and I'm going to roll a 50-50. Above 50% haste, below 50% other things.
Please, God.
Please take
If
me
you're
out of
real.
range.
Asu Andrea is going to say, "Oh, I got something just for this moment." She is going to say, "Everybody get out of the way!"
Oh no.
She starts
Oh, no.
casting a spell. Lightning begins crackling in her hand as a bolt of lightning forms from the end of her hand. Asu Andrea readies in action. She casts lightning. She casts lightning bolt when you guys clear the path to Belisford.
All right.
All right.
Well, that's gonna take a long time.
Yep.
We should try and make sure it happens though, because it would make her feel better.
Yeah.
that is
range.
Asu Andrea's turn. It is Lumilia's turn.
Cool. I'm going to use my action and cast Hold Person on Belisford.
Oh boy.
All right, here we go. It begins.
The flowchart, Ramon.
The flowchart!
All right. Let's see.
He left because he's so overwhelmed with joy that we brought the flowchart back.
Either that or the coolant is just being stupid.
Hold
There's my
person
enemy.
is a wisdom saving throw. All right, let's go, Mr. Belisford. He's going to roll a 12 against your DC, and there goes the first charge of his legendary resistance.
What a dick.
Alright.
But nice, Willow.
And I'll use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on Osmandria.
All right,
Yeah, we protect the waifu.
you cannot cast Shield of Faith this turn. You can use a cantrip.
Oh, that's right.
You use one spell slot already, so you have to your
You can't
second
use
spell.
2 spell slots?
No, it's got to be one spell slot and one
One
spell slot
cantrip.
and one cantrip.
Well,
Yeah.
that's stupid.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It kind of keeps it balanced a little bit, just a tiny bit. But in the future, yes, you will be able to. Or rather, you can cast Shield of Faith later. All right. At that, Belisford is going to grunt. And he is going to use another legendary action at the end of Lumilia's turn. Belisford is going to make a melee attack. This time targeting Sergei, and he's going to say, "Get out of the way!"
Oh yeah, that's hitting.
It misses. He has disadvantage on
Oh, thank
melee
God.
attacks because he is poisoned by Mango. He's gonna.
I just saw a
cough
25. I was
little
like,
bit.
oh yeah.
That is his legendary action. It is Mango's turn.
Mango, nom noms,
Mango and
advantage. Fight. Roll.
Wait a minute.
Would you like me to click it for you? Oh, there it goes. Just came through.
Does a 17 hit him?
17 does not hit. His AC is very high right now. He's wearing plate mail and he's got Shield of Faith on.
Alright, if that's the case, still, Mango is... Yeah, no, Mango's just going to try to lunge bite.
Faith. I should have used it on Alessandria.
Alright.
Have a snake on his shoulder. That's all.
Belicifer is, on his turn, going to, at the end of his turn, he's going, no, okay, on his, turn, he's going to, use Sweeping Strike, again, yelling at Sergei to get out of the way. He does not have disadvantage on this attack roll. It is going to be a normal attack, and Belicifer is going to hit, and his martial expertise is going to kick in. Belicifer is going to deal a whopping 6. Look at these damage rolls right now. Plus 2d6. Belicifer deals a crazy 11 damage to Sergei. Everybody next within 5 feet of Sergei takes 5 damage.
Does that include Mango?
Yes. Mango, Anderson, Kenneth, and Lumilia all take 5 damage.
Alright, I wanted to make sure because she is kind of flying, so...
Alright.
I have a question. Is that 5 damage, like, when we're having damage, do we round up or down?
You always round down.
Round down. 2.
Okay, so I take 2 damage.
Alright, that is Belicifer's turn.
Alright, well...
no, that's his legendary action. Now it's,
No, that wasn't a legendary action. He opted not to use a legendary action on Mango's turn. It is, that was his turn. All of his legendary actions refresh. It's, Anderson's turn.
Wait.
Or Sergei.
Well, yeah, I'm going to move back about...
You're gonna want to move to the left or the right.
Yeah, I'm going to move to... here.
Okay.
Draw my bow.
Alright.
Well, and I am going to use Shadow Arrow.
Alright, give me that attack roll.
Yep, alright, will do. Oof.
That's gonna hit. Roll damage.
Yep, okay. I thought I clicked it.
Alright. Let's see. 8
That's
psychic
just...
damage. Plus, I'm gonna click your longbow for the extra damage from your longbow. So I'm gonna take the 8 from your psychic and the 9 piercing. So that's 17 damage.
Yep, as I'm firing my shot, my tattoo on my left arm is going to glow.
Alright.
Your magic.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Belicifer.
And it's visible to everyone to see.
Belicifer is going to use one of his... he's going to use another one of his legendary actions, and...
Doesn't he have to make a save because of the shadow arrow?
Yes, he does! Must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
For, what? Being blinded?
Well, because of the shadow arrow.
Yeah, to be blinded.
Okay,
what does the shadow
he is
arrow
going
do?
to pass that.
Ah, damn it.
Well, it's not exactly blinded. He can't see anything further than 5 feet out.
Yeah.
Alright.
Does not matter. Okay, sorry.
That is... Let's see, he still has all of these spells. On your turn, Belicifer is going to use another legendary action. And that's a tough one. Belicifer is going to... I'll roll a 50-50 on this. Spell or attack.
Or, just lunge at Sergei to kill him.
Oh no, see, you finally let him have his target.
Yeah, Stradora, he is going to say, stay out of this, as he casts another spell. Belicifer casts a wall of fire. The wall of fire is going to cut off this part of the this part of the battlefield, radiating fire towards the western side of the wall.
Can you draw an arrow to indicate that, please?
Yeah. Well, no. The wall. If you're on that side of the room, you take damage. It's not going to damage you on the other. It's 5 feet wide, but I drew it as 10 feet wide because that's all of the spaces that take damage. Give me a dexterity saving throw as that wall of fire comes up over Sergei.
Oh wait, did I roll with advantage? Shit. Why did I roll advantage? No.
I've been rolling normal this whole time, so.
You don't have advantage on it. All right.
Yeah, no, I don't know why that.
Mango has advantage on it though.
You guys take 21 points of fire damage as Belicifer grits his teeth and looks towards Stradora. All right.
Wait. Is it real quick?
Say it again.
So, is it half for Mingo because she does get advantage?
Yeah, it would be half for her.
All right, so 20.
All right.
Oh God.
That is his legendary action, and he is going to be looking down this hallway at Stradora and Asuandria.
Princess Power Duo. Princess Power Duo.
Damage, correct?
21 damage. Yeah. Half it to 10. All right. That is his legendary action. It's Anderson's turn. Anderson, you're in a wall of fire.
All right. I think my first thing I'm going to do.
It's not.
Oh, you know what? Real quick. What was the damage of the fire?
Half for
you end your turn there.
No, but on the initial casting, don't you take damage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take 21 damage, half to 10 for Anderson.
Cool. Not bloody yet, but I'm a little.
Mango is on your shoulder, and she is bloody.
Oh, I am bloody.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna move behind him.
Did not tell there. You to stay out of this.
Not there.
And I'm gonna choose to ignore him.
Yeah.
As I'm gonna reckless again. And smack.
All right.
That's one.
He lost concentration on Shield of Faith, so the first attack hits. The second attack also hits.
Nice. All right.
And you get to add a +3 to that damage.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll damage together. So that would be 2d12.
Wait. Did I take a turn for him? I did take a turn for him. I did.
Yeah, you did. That's where the wall of fire came from.
No, that's where the sweep. That's where the sweep came from.
Yeah,
that's where the sweep. That's where the initial sweep came from. So
his sweep did recharge, BT Dubs.
And then for the okay, and then that is including your 3 because I have a +2, so I just added it to the end. Or I guess it would be another +3 to the end of that.
It would be a +6 technically because it's a +3 every time you hit.
Yeah, man. Did I attack?
All right.
Made it?
So
15, 16. So it would be 17
no.
then.
You don't get the +3
damage. Thank you. Belicifer is going to take it, gritting, and say, I told you to stay out of this! Anderson.
It would be 20 damage.
Belicifer uses a legendary action, and he is going to strike at you.
Alright.
He misses.
He had advantage.
Oh, he does have advantage, doesn't he? I'm gonna roll one more time. He misses. Alright.
Let's go over there.
No, it's just like, I told you to stay out of this, and I chose to ignore you.
Alright, it is Kenneth's turn.
Okay, so I can just move out of the firewall, right?
You can.
Well, like the first plus, because I have a +2 to my strength D, so I added like the first +3 to my plus.
Okay, so I'm
Well,
gonna
it makes it. Okay. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
go over here. And I'll say, Lumilia, I need healing. Sodora, get up here and kick his ass. And then I'll attack him again.
Alright, give me an attack roll. 19 hits! You do have sneak attack if you want to use it.
Non-lethal, yeah.
Non-lethal sneak attack. Okay, 925.
+3.
Points of damage. Yeah, +3 is going to be 28 points of damage. I believe that bloodies him. Alright, Belicifer is bloodied. Alright, whew, Kenneth. At the end of Kenneth's turn, Belicifer is going to... Belicifer is going to use a... Man, I feel like damage is better here for him. Alright, 50-50. Above 50, Belicifer uses a damaging spell. Below 50, 97. He does not care about healing himself right now. Belicifer is going to say, if I'm going to the bridge, I'm taking every last one of you with me. And he is going to cast Scorching Ray. He's going to cast it in a 4th level slot, so I'm going to roll each ray. First one at Kenneth, second at Lumilia. No, that's damage, but that's not right. Second one at Lumilia, third one at Stradora. Fourth one, let's see. Sergey's good. He's in the wall. The next one at Claw. The next one is going to be at Oswandria. Let's see. He gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's all of them. He's going to mop up on those Scorching Rays. This is the damage for Lumilia. This is the damage for Stradora. This is the damage for Claw. And this is the damage for Oswandria. If you need me to...
I have a question.
Yes.
I also do.
Can I use my fighting style on the Scorching Ray?
Let's see. When a creature you can see hits a target that is within 5 feet of you with an attack, yes, you can.
I'll be using... I don't believe I can use it on me. I'm using it on Aussie.
Okay. All right.
And if it's the same as my AC, does it hit?
Yes, it touches your AC, at which point it starts feeling a lot burny burn.
And since I have fire resistance, I only take...
Oh, you do have fire resistance. Alright, your ray goes at someone else. I'm kidding. Alright.
How much fire damage did I take? I'm sorry. There's a lot of things I have.
11.
Wow.
You took 11.
You took the 11.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
R/D10 plus 3.
That's his legendary action.
2 fire damage.
Oh, Oswandria does? Okay, I already rolled her Constitution saving throw. She maintains concentration on lightning. Oh, no!
It's a 13.
13?
No, her save is a 13. She's in my aura.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, well, no, she maintains concentration anyways.
Yeah.
Also, Lumilia, you need to maintain... Wait, did you... Oh, no, he's 60.
My whole person failed, yeah.
Alright, yep.
My
bad.
That was Kenneth's turn. It is Claw's turn.
Alright, Claw's turn. Acorn time.
What?
I've been waiting for this.
Finally, after
He
all
made a
this
big
time.
deal about getting the super special acorn.
Like, he got fucking salty about it.
No,
Like, where do you get an acorn coated in gold?
You summon the beast. Let's see, the creature.
It is a land beast.
It takes its turn immediately. What do you tell it to do?
I sell it.
Where are you putting it?
Yeah, I am putting. Well, I need a. I was hoping Brandon would have a token for me by now, but it's placed right here.
Okay.
Because it has its own stat block.
It does indeed. I forget that stat block, but I remember.
I can copy and it's on the spells UA.
Yeah, just put a screenshot of it in the Nobles Discord, but go ahead, place it, and what's it doing? It's taking an attack?
Yeah, it's going to take an attack, and it does have pack tactics. It is melee weapon attack +4 plus the spell's level, which is 5, so it's a +6. It's a second, so it's +6. So advanced dice roll a d20 plus a d6.
Alright.
It gets advantage on that, so I'm rolling it twice.
The 24 hits.
Yeah, it has advantage, so it's only one hit. And then I
get a second attack.
Well, no, it only gets one attack right now. 1d8 +4 plus spell level. That would be yes. All right. That would be
okay, yeah. So when you cast in a 3rd level slot, it gets 2 attacks.
No, when I said I cast it in a 4th level spot, it gets 2 attacks.
Oh, yep. Dirt. There we go.
Because the number of attacks is equal to half, so it deals 8 piercing damage.
8 piercing damage. Got it.
Yep. And yeah, that's all I can really do right there. Besides, actually, I'll cast Zephyr Strike on myself. Oh no, I can't. I already cast it. Never mind. So.
All right. Here we go. That's Claw's turn. It is Stradora's turn.
This is going to be so underwhelming. Can I get here? Can I get to this spot?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Can you drag a wolf token on there just so that way for reference?
So I'm gonna move to this spot, and then I have to ask a question. Technically speaking, I cleared the path. But I don't know if Fossie's that cold-blooded.
She's not enough to hit Anderson, but
I'm just gonna scream at her, do it!
Unfortunately, she is inexperienced at combat, so she does that.
Extra follow-up questions. Can I push Anderson here?
No, there is a wall there.
Can I push him here?
So, a shove attempt, you can move him 5 feet, but I feel like it's 5 feet, from your direction. So, the problem is, here's the problem. The reaction interrupts your turn. So, her action was, she cast Lightning Bolt, and tells you, and she cast it when, when everyone moves out of the way of it. With that, as soon as Stradora takes that step and goes to pull Anderson, the lightning bolt on her reaction gets released. So I'm not going to bother looking this up. I'm just going to click lightning bolt.
As I do it, I don't mind. I want you to do it.
This is fine. I've always wanted to be lightning bolt by my friend. All right, Belicifer and Anderson. And Mango, give me a dexterity saving throw against Aswandria's.
Am I in Stradora's? That still doesn't.
You are in Stradora's range.
You still don't pass.
I still don't pass by 1. So it's fine. I still take half.
Okay, so Mango, come on, girl.
Belicifer is going to fail that as this lightning bolt rips straight through the chamber.
Right, because he gets disadvantage on that, and Mango +3.
All right, a giant crackling lightning bolt flies from Aswandria's hand straight through Belicifer, just in the most anime moment, the lights all dim. It zooms in on her face. The lightning bolt goes off.
Spirit gun.
All right, what is that? 27 damage. It's 100 and. All right, Belicifer is very, very bloodied after that.
What's 27 halved?
27 half? What Rob said.
Okay, I am.
Mango's dead, by the way.
Smoldering shoulder.
Mango's dead?
Mango's
dead?
Mango rolls death saving throws.
Well, no, sorry, sorry. Mango's knocked out.
All right.
Okay.
Mango's knocked out because
So,
she failed the
okay,
saving throw.
wait. I have questions.
You have the rest of your action too.
Do I have only one attack remaining now?
No, you didn't. I told you it interrupted your action. You didn't use your shove attempt on Anderson.
That's what I was not clear on. If I actually attempted the shove or the like, you stupid bastard, and she was like, oh, fire.
All right. Oh, Belicifer has to make another Constitution save for Wall of Fire. He fails it.
Cool.
Sergey doesn't burn on his turn.
The Lord.
So does a 28 hit?
Yeah.
The
yes,
plus
it
2.
does.
Cool.
Right.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah.
So a 28 hit, and then we do that, and then we roll damage. He takes 21 points of damage.
Are you smiting?
Yes.
Oh, he gets a plus.
He wanted the wrath. He gets the wrath.
He does
okay,
get a
hold
plus
on.
2 for that, so that's 24.
Let me do the math real quick.
Everyone, who needs the most healing? Who's close
Right now, Anderson has a knocked out snake that is right now spazzing.
Yeah, Mango's already on the list.
If I get hit next, I'm literally on my
Real
death
quick,
row.
Mango,
guys,
Sergey,
let's focus
Kenneth.
on who is whose turn's being taken. Belicifer takes that hit, grunting, going down to a knee, standing back up. Belicifer is incredibly bloodied at this, but he is going to growl through his teeth and say, "You strike, you better strike true." He's still up. 22 hits. Minimum damage kills him.
No, but I'm not smiting.
Well, I guess I should ask that first. Is it lethal or non-lethal?
It is non-lethal.
All right.
And if I do the whole how do I do it, I'm gonna just kind of like spit, be like, I hope you like the demonstration, and then I'm gonna hilt first right at the top of his head.
All right, Belicifer goes down. You all have one at combat.
Where are those manacles he kept threatening me with?
They'll fall to the ground near him.
I'm putting him in the manacles.
Paws rushing over to Mango.
And I'm also putting the hands behind his back.
Okay.
Okay. The adrenaline of the rage is wearing off, and Anderson's just gonna like collapse to his
Claw,
knees,
can you handle Mango?
holding his shoulder, like, oh.
Asuandria is going to just be like excited, like, did you see that? Oh my God, Anderson! And she's gonna like.
It's like you guys. Oh shit! It's like,
I'm gonna do
okay.
like cure
I'm
wounds on Sergey.
Basically collapse.
It's like, I'm
Coughing up
okay.
who needs
You regain
healing?
8 points of health, Sergey.
8 points of health. Oh boy.
I'll pass the door in the back. Good
Wait,
job.
so
Good
wait,
job.
who's the 8 healing for?
Me.
Sergey.
Sergey.
Okay. I
I
am
always get you alive.
I'm gonna give Anderson 15 points of lay on hands.
Thank you.
I'm still gonna be coughing up blood.
Coffee.
Oh, don't be a wimp.
No, so I imagine I just have this big like burn mark on the shoulder where it hit me, and it's just like, you did great, Aussie. Also, ow. It really hurt.
I can't feel a lot of sympathy for you. She literally yelled, "Get out of the way," and you got in the way.
No, it's fine. I can tank it. I'm fine. I'm
Also,
fine.
Ozzy, you learned Lightning Bolt? That was so good. You softened him up.
My arm is really tingly.
She's gonna say, Random never let me add spells like that to my spell book, but I thought it might be useful. So
It was.
I can't
You did
feel
great.
my arm.
Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
It's really, really tingly.
I'm
I
gonna
wouldn't
try
have been
get
able to
up-
knock him out had you not hit him with the Lightning Bolt.
I'm gonna try to get up and walk towards Ballister.
Do you need more
He's
health, Sergey?
passed out right now.
Who is
No,
manacled?
I'm good.
I'm
really,
gonna just kick
having
him
off.
in the gut.
Ah,
Not making
Non-lethal?
his damage.
Yes, non-lethally, just as like a fuck you.
I just want to ask, man, it would be the first time we've experienced this. Jordan almost killed Dralos dragging himself down the stairs, so...
No, I'm gonna make it extra painful. I'm gonna kick him in the groin. Non-lethally.
He's wearing plate. He has a cup.
Yeah,
He's
he's
wearing
doing that.
I'm going to
Alright.
just casually hand Strador the
Alrighty,
mace.
so Stradora,
No,
who
no.
Yeah,
presumably
I
can
will grab
carry
that mace.
No.
Stradora, who presumably can carry a large man in plate, is gonna do the best she can to pick him up because I feel like the factor here is height, not strength.
Anderson could probably help.
I can definitely help once feeling returns.
We
Yeah,
need
that'd
to
be fine.
take him
Walk it
to
off.
Lancaster Watch. Technically speaking, we're in the jail. We'd probably put him in, but because of a conflict of interest, we should take him to the Supreme Light.
Let's take him to Ankar.
I mean, Ancog's fine. I want to take him to Lancaster Watch. We're just saying the same things.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are going to manacle Belicifer, carry him, and start moving out of this barracks. It is late in the evening. Let's see if anybody is up to see you essentially take away their police captain. At that, a couple of the students and other risen members of discipline are going to be like stepping out of the school as you guys are emerging from under here, or from the dungeon cells, and they're going to be watching you guys move through the night. And are any of them bold enough to approach you? Yeah. Two of the risen members of discipline are going to step down and just find you guys at the gate, and they're going to say, "We heard the commotion echoing up from the dungeon. What happened?"
If you heard it, why didn't you come down?
Assaulted us.
Jackal, it's worth stating, combat happens in rounds of 6 seconds. There were like 3 rounds. So, I mean, people are getting
I
up
know,
right
but still,
now.
I'm still asking it.
Yeah, it's like 15 seconds of like, rah! And then, you guys...
And then silence.
Yeah, don't... So, at that, yeah, she's gonna say, I riled everyone as soon as we could. Belicifer assaulted you?
We have reason to believe quite credibly that he might have been, if not behind the incident that let Talia escape, he at the very least used it as a chance to attempt to murder the prisoner and not allow her proper justice. Upon us questioning him on this, he assaulted us, likely proving his overall guilt. We then incapacitated him as needed. We are going to be taking him to Lancaster Watch to undergo proper interrogation and criminal charges.
The student is going to say, getting into
I'm going to
combat with a risen member of discipline is quite an ordeal upon itself. Allow me to fill out the necessary paperwork here.
Can we just show the blue contract, and is that going to be good enough?
Blue contract excuses us from murders.
Not knocking a person out.
We could fix the problem real quickly.
Stab.
No!
So all she has asked to do is, in case you guys are, wrong or something, like, they just want a record that this happened. Of just
okay.
Basically file an incident report.
Yeah, so and she'll explain of just like, look, if you get to Lancaster Watch and he never shows up, or if you leave and he never shows up in Lancaster Watch, or, if you get to Lancaster Watch and it's like proven that like, no, you guys attacked him or something like that, like, we have a record to be able to track you down. Of like, you can't just pick up a cop and it's like, yeah, he attacked me, taking his body, I'll see you guys later.
Right.
Yeah, fine. I'll file out. Yeah, I'll file out the incident report.
All right.
If you find out a pair of manacles, can you get them to me? I'm going to handcuff myself to Belicifer.
All right, I'm going to roll a percentage die. Let's see. I'm going to say every 25% on the percentage die is how long it takes her to, do all of the questioning. So it's going to take an hour and a half. That's good, because Bellisfer wakes up in 2 hours. So at that...
Chloe's passed out for the whole trip.
Yeah, at that, she is... Oh, wow, I guess she only, takes 2 hours on this paperwork on a 100. At that, you guys are going to be able to take and carry Bellissifer to Lancaster Watch. The necessary documentation, filed in triplicate. The full report of the incident of, what, you guys say was said. Obviously, Bellissifer will have his chance to defend himself.
And of course, handcuffing a person to him to make sure there's
He's
someone
manacled. What is he gonna do?
Well, once he wakes up, he's gonna probably try to attack us with his head or something.
He could try to headbutt me to death. That's fine.
You guys get to... let's see. You're all on Dockensdale. I'm still on the battle grid. Alright, you all get to Lancaster Watch, handing over the necessary paperwork, explaining what happened. Bellissifer is going to be taken into a... Bellissifer is going to be taken into a cell. By the time you guys are handing him over to the Risen, he is coming to slowly, looking around, kind of realizing what's going on. Do you guys want to follow him as he's put into a cell, or do you want to ask him anything before he goes? Okay. Yeah, at which point he's going to... Bellissifer is a powerful magical caster. They have cells for that specifically in Lancaster Watch. Bellissifer is going to be put into a cell made to contain him. And the Risen member is going to close the door. At which point he's gonna do what all Illuminagians have the right to do. It's like, want a trial? And she'll say, of course, you'll be allowed one as soon as the light's available. He leans back against the wall in his cell. The Risen member of Discipline remains in this hallway. He would probably still be manacled too in this cell.
Mm-hmm.
The party's in the hallway too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we should
interrogate him now?
No.
I mean, no, they've got...
No, I meant in terms of referring to making sure that the fair trial, that he doesn't get to talk with any of the lights beforehand. If we can do that.
Ooh, taking his tactics against them. Bribing lights.
No, I'm saying that he shouldn't be allowed to talk to a light and bribe a light before he sees the light. If we can make sure that he can't have access to things like that beforehand.
Well, should we inform somebody that he's been known to bribe lights?
I think that should be a thing that everybody should know.
Murder is so much easier than this politics.
Yes, it is easier, but it's also a lot more paperwork in the long term.
Bellissifer out there listening is going to say, that's why the bounty was dead or alive on Talia. I wasn't filling out that paperwork. And
I sort of give a sly chuckle.
Claw will mention to the is it a Risen member that was in charge of the cell?
Yes.
The
cell's in this hallway.
He would mention to the Risen member, make sure he's not allowed to that he doesn't talk to or interact with any of the lights, because I've heard some rumors that he likes to bribe and turn the judges into his favor.
She's going to say, Bellissifer rose through the ranks. And how much knowledge does she have of him? Yeah, she'll say, Bellissifer rose through the ranks how effective he was bringing order to the Father's Way boroughs. Well, regardless if he's bribing lights or not, they do like him.
I'm going to tell this person, look, what he did was unjust and not our culture.
I just want to state that I feel like for him, justice needs to be served fairly and not by the weight of coin. That is all I desire, is for rightful justice.
Can I try pull the...
She's
this
going
is my
to
case.
nod. Oh, what are you gonna say?
I want to ask, like, out of character, like, is it possible for me to sort of like try claim? I guess what I want to say is like claim jurisdiction of this case.
You're not a risen member of discipline.
Yeah.
You're not a cop.
Yeah.
You're barely a guild member.
I would say in this instance, like for Sergey, he is an orange contractor, which lets him take government jobs if they want to hire him for something like this.
Mm-hmm.
As far as jurisdiction, you can request to be there when a light interrogates him. You can also request to interrogate him while he's in prison, but as far as being in control of his fate, that is...
Oh no, that's not why I'm asking. Oh, God, no, I don't want that power. God, don't want to end up like him. I will request to be there during the interrogation as it pertains to our investigation.
All right.
He is a person of interest.
She's going to say, we have one light working this evening, and fortunately, life in Lancaster Watch has been rather pleasant lately. Shouldn't be longer than an hour or two before he's able to be seen by one.
Would I also be able to join this interrogation?
And she's going to nod and say, of course.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask Lamelia for her mace. Well, back actually.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna put it
Forgot
back
that
in
was...
my belt.
Is it still open? Can I look at him?
There is a large door between you and him, and there's a slit in it where you can see into there. He's just if you lean down and look into the slit, he's lean down, stand on your tippy toes and look at the slit.
I'm just going to lift up Shadora.
Don't you touch me. Don't you dare touch me.
Don't touch her. Just don't touch her. The only people that are allowed to touch her currently are Asu and...
Consent is important. Ask before you touch.
It is.
I lift you, Your Highness.
No.
At which point, if Shadora's sitting here staring through the slit, he's gonna look over and say, "Hell of a swing you got there, Calendir."
Thanks. I got it from my dad.
And he's gonna say, "Clearly."
I feel like that's an insult.
Yeah, that definitely.
But I'm also not the one manacled in a cell.
He's going to exhale, and let's see, what's Belicifer thinking? Lilia will decide my fate tomorrow.
Really? Because it seems like that's
not
not
tomorrow.
You get
Tonight.
your power from.
He's going to nod and say, rolling a political climate of Lil Nagai. He's going to say, that's right. We're not under the heavy-fisted rule of the we're not under the heavy-fisted rule of what's her face. The last the last light of the high prophet of light, Felezra. There we go. We're not under the heavy-handed rule of Felezra. The Given Wills aren't the only religion openly allowed in Ililnagai. The Dakin, or rather, the member of discipline is going to look back at the cell as he's speaking. He's going to say, "I serve the gatekeeper," and the discipline member is going to gasp a little bit and say, "Ah."
I mean, this explains the color of his magic.
Yeah, he's going to shrug and say, "I feel sometimes justice should be swifter than what Ililnagai permits. That said, I work within the lines that they allow me to."
By bribing your way and killing criminals?
I mean, he worships the god of death. It makes sense.
Yeah, true. I'm going to ask Balsfer a question. Or should I wait till we interrogate him? We should probably wait.
Claw is going to say, in my opinion, the judge, the jury, and the executioner should all be separate people. Not all in the same. And he'll leave.
That's something that maybe Belicifer could learn. Haldora judges souls. You might send them there, but you don't have any right to decide.
Belicifer, how close is he? Belicifer is going to look over at you. And he's going to say, he bites his lip and says, "I'll wait till after my trial." With that, Belicifer kind of goes silent in the cell. Do you want to say anything else?
No. I'm just going to silently judge him with my eyes.
Anything you say or do can and will be used against you in the court of law. All right. Yes.
I'm going to find a quiet corner while we're waiting, and I'm going to use my free instance of Speak with Animals to check up on Mango, to talk with her, asking her how she's doing, and what does it feel when asking how is she doing, is she alright?
Mango's going to communicate enough to let you know. Mango feels now oftentimes incredibly warm, and last fight was something invigorating, as Mango was nearly surging with power through all of it, and at sometimes surging with electricity. For the most part, Mango feels like she's good, though.
Okay, and
all of this is communicated in snaky snake of, just
lots of hisses.
Yeah, feel good. Power, bites, kill.
He is going to ask, as you know what, I'm going to go ahead and burn another spell slot for Cure Wounds to just make sure just to try and bring her out of bloodied.
Okay. Keep up with her HP.
Yep,
right.
I am. I am going to ask her though, how is she feeling since Theania or Alla interacted with her? Does she feel any different? Is there anything going on mentally with her that's different? Like, do you feel that she is still there within you?
Alright, let's see how well Mango is able to communicate this. I'm not role-playing Mango. want to. Nothing against
No.
you. But
No, I understand
Mako is going to the best of her ability, communicate that she feels a connection to something far more powerful than her, which is probably where all of that energy and venom is coming from.
Okay. Notify me if you ever make sure to get my attention if you ever feel that this power is going to take over you. Or if it starts making you feel uncomfortable. Okay?
Alright. So let's jump forward. The party, who all wants to be a part of this interrogation? So far I know Sergey and Stradora. I think Aswandria would definitely opt in. Does the rest of the party want to come, or do you guys want to sleep? You are able to get a short rest as you're waiting here.
Okay, how much would that heal?
So the way a short rest...
hit point dice.
Yeah, the way it works is you can choose to roll hit die, which for you would be a D12. You have currently 7 of them.
It's a D10.
Oh, D10. I'm sorry. My brain saw a D10, but my mouth said D12 for some reason. But yeah, it's a D10 for you. You have 7 of them. For each one you roll, you can also add your Constitution modifier. No. It's your as many hit dice as you roll plus your Constitution modifier. And then you regain that amount of HP.
Alright, so
I'm taking a rest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The whole party can short rest, easy peasy. You are able to short rest, and after you're done short resting, do you want to be a part of this interrogation?
I just want to make sure I have the command.
I mean, if we're taking a short rest, I will take a short rest.
You get the short rest on top of being part of the investigation. Do you want to be part of the investigation?
Yes.
All right, Anderson. And
I'll be
Kenneth and Claw. Claw and Lumilia. Do you want to be part of the interrogation?
No.
That
Okay.
basically just took me up from like 13 to like 50.
All right, Matt. I need you to stay focused.
Sorry.
I'm asking a question, not at you, but at Claw and Kenneth.
Sorry.
All good. All good.
Claw will opt out.
Okay.
Out.
Alrighty.
Just recovering.
Okay, so now that I know who's in the room, do you guys just wait around Lancaster Watch for your party mates? 'Cause, I feel like that's kind of like the easiest thing to do. Unless you guys want to go wander in the city. What do you guys do while this interrogation's happening? And then I'll move forward.
Head back to my apartment.
I'm hungry. Can I use your apartment and make some food?
I throw her the keys to my house.
Nice. If you want to eat, come with me.
Following.
Yep, I'll follow, and then once we get there,
I'm just going to ask them, please do not burn down the house.
No promises.
Alrighty.
there's a minor
this,
that I want to
Brandon,
do,
so I can be
but
sure-
they can do their.
One
there's a
second.
minor-
1 second. Let's handle everything in order, okay, guys? So they're not going to be there yet, so I'll come back to you. Ramon, you are asking a question.
I was gonna ask, like, what time of day is it? So is it still like really late at night, early
Yes,
morning?
Yes,
All
it
right,
is late at
making sure.
night.
Okay, so there's no like store we can stop by to
Oh,
check food because we.
it's Dockensdale. The city never sleeps. This is like the second biggest or third biggest city in the world.
Who was Alessandria with?
Alessandria is part of the interrogation.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, just asking, like, on the way back, stop by a store, get food for Amelia to cook.
Okay. I'll handle that when we finish the interrogation. Well, no, I'm going to do the interrogation first, and then I'll handle that. All right, so the party.
I'm actually going to ask if we can like just do a break, like we've been going for a while. If Barry wants to.
I mean, you're not currently in the active scene. You can just mute.
Well,
No, he is.
yeah, Sergey is. Do you need a break? Because we can, if.
Well, just
or
I wasn't sure if anyone else needed to, or if questions in the chat need to be answered.
No, I'm actually doing a really great job of keeping an eye on chat. Nobody's really chatting right now, which is fine.
During the interrogation, I'm probably going to need to step away.
Okay, that's fine.
People can just recap for me at the end.
All right.
Will do.
All right, let's.
Now let's continue.
Yeah, let's jump forward. So, interrogation. Who is the light that is handling this? Dova. Okay, cool beans. All right. So the party, the party members that are there, and I need to roll a check. As you are following Belicifer, he is let out of his cell. Two risen members of the discipline are going to take him to the middle part of the tower, and these upper floors is where the different interrogation rooms are, and the judicial rooms where the lights talk and discuss things with the people that they are passing judgment on. Belicifer is going to be led to a chamber. It is a small stone room on the upper floors of, or rather the middle floors of Lancaster Watch. This one wouldn't have any windows overlooking the city. It does have a window overlooking the city, the sun side of the city. And I feel like a cool night breeze would be blowing in here. As you step in, there is a woman dressed in the clothes of a Sunyeth light. She is sitting at a marble table. There's a chair on the other side for Belicifer. They bring Belicifer in and attach his manacles to the table, at which point the discipline guard is going to go to the door. At the table, the woman is going to say, "All right, my name is Light Adova. I'm read over the report that was submitted for your case. You do have an opportunity to make an argument for yourself." Belicifer is going to... let's see. Belicifer is going to say, well, first of all, this lot can't be trusted, and everything that they did. They stepped in and started accusing me, and they were ready to attack me, and ready to just take my life. She's going to say, "Oh, is that so?" He's going to nod. She's going to look to the party and say, "Will you step forward?"
Us?
Yes.
Sure.
All right. She is going to cast a spell. As she begins casting a spell, there is going to be a brief wind radiating from the floor as a ring of light forms around you. And she's... everybody is subject to Zone of Truth. If you want to resist it, you can...
I'm fine.
Yeah, good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Everyone is going to opt to fail it. At which point, Belicifer is going to Belicifer, you guys are going to see him groaning against the Zone of Truth, and
I mean, he had to know this was
finally,
coming.
yeah, he exhales, and she says, "If you do not let Lilia's grace into your heart, how can I trust what you're going to say or tell me tonight?" He is going to say, "You don't have to believe my word. Ask them." She's going to look and say, "The contents of this report and the events that happen, are they true?
Yes.
What's the report say specifically? I want to make sure they did it right.
Looking at it, it's what you guys said. It's the report you gave to the Risen member. The events that preceded, the words that were exchanged. And she's going to look down the line. Does Anderson say yes?
Yes.
All right. Sergey says yes. Also, Andrea is also going to say yes.
I also said yes.
She's going to.
Wait, did we write in the report what the questions we tried to ask him?
Well, I would have been as thorough as I needed to be.
Okay.
Didn't need to lie.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure.
At which point she's going to say, there can be many truths. There can be many truths to these situations. Is it true that you also intended to kill him?
No.
I mean, isn't he?
I'm going to look at Anderson and just give him a sort of. Really? You had to say that?
No,
he's here, isn't he?
I mean, Anderson makes a valid point. If I wanted him dead, he'd be dead.
Asu Andrea is the only one that didn't reply, as she looks to Asu Andrea, and Asu Andrea opens her mouth and finds it hard to speak before finally she says yes.
She had to think on it, but she was able to say it.
No, yes, she was conspiring to kill him. Or yes, she had the intention of killing him. At which point, the light is going to say, conspiring to kill an official of the government. Even, I mean, if you had a contract, might be...
I mean, we do, actually.
I pull out, I have documents, I hand her the documents.
For a blue contract.
And the blue contract.
She's going to say, the report says you were an orange contractor, and interesting. She looks at this blue contract, and she's going to say, I've never seen a provisional blue contract before. This is, I mean, all of the verifications are right. The seal, your examination marks. At which point the Risen member by the door is going to walk over to the table. They each attempt to verify this contract's authenticity, inspecting it. And the Risen member is going to say, damn, when they start giving these out? At which point she says this excuses a single death on a hired job.
Yeah.
It was never my intention to use it on him.
There's something about only having a one freebie that makes you very cognizant of when to...
When to use it.
Yeah, seriously.
We only get one. We want to make sure it's worth it.
She is going to look over at him and say, or rather, I guess before she can speak, he's going to speak up and say, well, one of them was planning to kill me. She's going to say they had a blue contract and they were acting on a job that you hired them for. And he is going to say, well, that doesn't excuse them. She's going to say, actually, it does.
It very much does.
In your case, she turns her attention back to him. Says, I am very curious as to what your involvement with this criminal was. He's going to say, she's a criminal. I've been hunting her for years. I finally had her in my grasp, and I knew that the Father's Way Borough would be better off without her. And she's gonna say, I don't feel comfortable passing my judgment without knowing your true intentions or more about this criminal.
I'm going to ask the Risen member, may I ask a few questions as it pertains to a case I'm currently working on?
The Risen member looks at you and points to the light at the table and says, that's her choice.
Alright.
The light is going to say, of course, but please know he's not under the influence of my zone of truth.
Listen, I want you to answer the questions we asked you back there. Why? Why were you resisting them? Why did you go after Talia during the events, casting those monsters, not helping your fellow soldiers in defeating them? And that's. Did I cut out?
No, I heard you.
Okay.
You also asked like 6 questions.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm just thinking about all of this from the character's perspective. And there's so much that he can say, but also there's a light here. And I think at all of that, he's going to say, why? You want to know why I did it? How about this? He looks over to the light and says, you're the main ones with claims against me. If you drop your case against me, I'll buy you a drink tonight and tell you everything. The light at the table...
insulted my honor, my family's honor, and you refuse to cooperate in your own criminality.
The light at the table is going to say, well, seeing as I can't verify your intentions...
I hand her over the file. Like, I already handed her over the files regarding the reason why he hired us, right?
Yeah, and
okay,
she's going to say, for these cases and mishandling a prisoner in your care and potentially causing harm to her, I'm going to sentence you to 2 years of hard labor. Bellisfer is going to drop his jaw and say, you can't. And she's going to say, and of course, your rank and title in the Risen will be stripped of you. And he's...
I want to ask the light, what about bribing officials?
We can't prove that.
Didn't you?
No.
No.
Oh, scratch that line of questioning.
At that, Bellisfer is going to say, you want to know why I did it? You want to know why I did it?
Yeah, I want to know why I did it. I want to know why you let those creatures out and started a ruckus and why you wanted to kill Talia that night. Tell me all about it.
And let 16 of your comrades die.
Sergey, can you not steal my thunder?
I mean, it's a valid question. Like, those were his personal friends.
Yeah. And, like, to be honest, like, I'm sorry for...
But to the answer.
Let's see. Bellisfer is going to... Bellisfer is going to say... let's see, let's get a little bit more intense music here, because I feel like it's kind of a little better. That's not much better, actually. That's not much better either. Don't I have, like, spooky music?
Like,
oh, here we go.
Intense music, nice, like, tranquil.
It's like...
we'll go with this one. Oh, that's literally what we were just listening to.
We're just on this one.
Here we go. Bellisfer is going to... you You want to know how I cleaned up Father's Way so quickly?
Yep.
All of the crime lords there. I let them know very clear and upfront that they had to move their business elsewhere. No, I didn't commit any crimes, and no, I didn't commit any crimes, and no crime lord was allowed to operate inside of Father's Way. But with that, I did have to tell them the patrol routes of the different Risen members, and they took their operations outside the city. And as soon as they did, that mangy street rat started robbing them blind and pushing them back into my boroughs and my districts. At which point, is going to say, and were you responsible that night for, letting the creatures out? Bellisfer is going to say, what? Kill my own people? Of course not. At which point you guys are going to...
Inside.
You can
Insight.
roll a insight check. At which point you guys are going to see and hear Andrea start casting a spell.
Truth.
Nice.
Oh,
I got-
oof.
Shit.
All right.
I want to know,
So-
dude.
Anderson and Andrew. God, look at those insight checks. This guy is killing it, but you guys are killing it really hard too. Anderson, you get... Oh, well, I'll actually start from the bottom up. Sergey, you are going to see the passion and the theory in Bellisfer. He takes his job really, really serious, and his response was like right off the cuff of just like, why would I do something so heinous? Of course not. You feel like on that statement he's being earnest. Same for Stradora. Anderson, you get the feeling he's being too earnest.
Piece of shit.
Out of character, he definitely did it. Like, this is me out of character.
At which point, Andrea is going to put her hand over her mouth and raise her hand.
Yes, Andrea.
The light looks at her too, and she's going to say, I just probed through his mind. Not only did he agitate those creatures, he's also was taking kickbacks from the profits the crime lords were making outside of the district. Bellisfer is going to look at her and say, "Why, you little witch!" He moves against the table. The manacle's holding him there.
I'm going to draw my.
Oh, I'm like getting like back in his face. It's like, you
Try to
touched
keep
her.
the peace again.
No, it's like we have a blue contract. I'm willing to put the blade in.
Like at the final stages of this, it's like beheads him. It's like, tough, buddy. At that though, also Andrea's gonna step
we're
back.
not beheading the guy. God.
I mean, I'm pretty. This is
So-
a trial of power. This guy, like, I'm very
Stand
confident.
down.
yeah.
Jesus.
At which point the light is going to. Ooh, what's going on? Cool. The light's going to say, "All right, I think I've heard enough to put all of this together. You were taking money from these crime lords operating outside of the city. As soon as they were, they were being robbed by this bandit, and that was cutting into the money you were receiving. Is that enough of an assumption? Bellisfer, straight taking his lies to the grave, is going to say, "Of course not. I would never betray my station like that." I mean, not at first, no, but there was... you don't have to roll insight.
Okay, he's basically coughing it up.
Yeah. The light is going to say, earlier sentence. 5 years of hard labor, upon which your actions can be reevaluated, but I will not permit you back access to the Risen. Bellisfer is going to start sobbing. He's going to look over and says, "I was going to be the first Sky King of Ililnagai, and you!" At which point, let's see. I'm gonna roll a percentage die. At which point he's gonna say, "You you," and the silence, or rather the noise around him fades. A spear of silence has been cast on the table from Light Indova. She's going to say, "This matter is taken care of. I'm on to my next case. If you could have the prisoner escorted back to his cell when he calms down." Bellisfer begins shouting, yelling, kicking against the table. No sound emits.
So that doesn't go into the silence either, right? Like if I were to talk shit,
no sound comes in or out.
Can we read his lips?
I'm just gonna give him a nod, like,
yeah, you can. It's a string of obscenities at you of how you guys ruined his career path. He was doing good. He had the crime lords outside the city. He was making money. He was going to be the Sky Queen. He almost killed the person that he needed to kill, who was like messing up everything, and then you guys just took and messed up everything.
I really want to cut his head off. Just speaking as a player. Anderson thinks this is sad, but I personally want to cut his head off.
At this, the light's going to stop outside the door.
You said that out loud?
No, we can translate what he's wording.
Are you referring to what I said, or are you like...
No, what Bellisfer is saying.
Yeah, Bellisfer is not making sound. Outside the door, though, the light is going to stop and say, "Oh, by the way, this matter is settled, but Bellisfer is also going to be charged with 16 deaths. Until that life debt is paid, he'll be sitting inside of a prison cell."
Your Grace. I guess she's leaving, so we're leaving.
Yeah. Yes,
Sure.
yes. Let's go.
Oh, I'm done with him. And if anything, I'll give him an obscene hand gesture as I leave.
I'm going to ask Light, so...
So, as a matter for Miss Talia, officially she was also charged with those 16 deaths. That we've proven that she's not responsible for those. But she also wasn't able to hold trial for the 4 deaths that she was credibly charged for. We believe that Bellisfer never informed her that her debt had been paid. I know that escaping the jail cell, I believe, forfeits your right to a trial. But I'm also pretty sure that she was misinformed of her rights that night.
She's going to say, well, as a Ililnagian citizen, she has the right to receive Alilia's judgment. It was my understanding that since the life debt was paid, the trial was scheduled, but since it was such a high-profile case, Risen needed to collect more information about her, or more information and evidence for the case.
Yeah, and that's what we were actually doing, which is why we got involved. And that was kind of what I was getting at. I think Bellisfer might have not informed the prisoner her life debts had been paid due to his grudge.
Basically withholding evidence. Well,
But also the night of, she would have escaped mostly because, her jailer was also trying to kill her. So it feels sort of reasonable that, you wouldn't, I guess, be a good citizen.
I will allow you to let that statement stand, Rob, but just like the way a little Nagian justice works, you're not entitled. Not everybody gets a trial. Everybody is entitled to get a trial if they ask for it. So the fact that she had a trial was because she asked for it. Like, she did know her life debt was paid. She asked for her trial. The Risen put more time between her and her trial, of as much as they could, so they could hire Sergei to collect evidence on her. When they could not collect enough evidence to ensure that she was going to get judged favorably, or rather in their favor, Belisfer pulled his stunt that night.
Okay, so I'll tile it back. It's like, so would she still have to just, basically, can her trial still go through?
She's going to nod and say, you know what? Normally she would have an additional charge of fleeing a light's judgment, but I'll see to it that that's dropped off of the charges if she is to, or was to miraculously show back up.
I'm going to ask her, can I get that in writing?
Tell little Nagai, yes.
Yeah, Risen members, on one side of this Risen member's waist, there's her scabbard and sword. On the other side, it's a ledger on her belt, and she pulls it off and, flips to a form and says, all right, notes from, Light's writing, all right, and here's your name, go ahead and sign. Sign this, okay, and she's going to give you a
sign all that.
All right, the party, for the most part, you guys have solved the trial of power. And by this time, the silence spell is going to wear off, and Belisfer is going to still be yelling in this interrogation room.
I asked, can I just do one more thing that might be out?
No, we're going back to your house because you let Lumilia free reign in your kitchen.
Oh shit, you're right!
Oh, something very different is going on right now.
Sorry, wait, is that like weird sounds?
No,
it's a fire!
I have to look up something.
Please tell me it's
right.
on fire!
Since this is a gaff on the Dungeon Master, let's look. I gotta look up one quick thing, and we'll keep going forward.
All right.
E-F.
Rob, nice one questioning.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was talking to Rob, complimenting him on how he did.
Thank you.
All right. All right. As you all step into the light of the hallway, and you're stepping out of this room, the light freezes, looking at past all of you. Asuin, her face is dead set on Asuandria. And Asuandria's going to be looking at her before she realizes that she's concentrating on detect thoughts. And she's,
she has the hat!
Taps her hat. And the hat casts disguise self. It doesn't concentrate on it for her. At which point, Asuandria is going to return her appearance to normal. Let's see. Or rather, I say normal. Sergei, for the first time, you see, rather before she returns her appearance, you see Asuandria's true form Her eyes are black abyss that look like they stare endlessly into another plane, or when you look into them. At which point the light is going to say, "Child, what are you afflicted with?" Asuandria is going to say, it's...
I'm just going to put my hand up and say,
You don't know.
don't.
It's a magical affliction. She's had it since birth.
I don't want to know. Let's just go home.
The light is going to say, perhaps in Anthalar you can seek healing for such a thing. I've never seen anything like that. It's sent chills to the very core of my being.
You get used to it.
Also, Andrea is going to say, "Well, I'll take you up on that. Thank you." As she begins to walk away with the party, Adova's going to say, "I can escort you there if you'd like."
We got other matters.
It's fine. Isn't that like the Sun Yith place in town?
It is.
It's fine. I can escort her myself. I know the way.
The same here.
Yeah, but I am a ranking member of the Sun Yith.
Fair.
All right. At which point you guys start walking down the hallway. The light is going to stand there for a second, looking at or watching, the party go. All right. Let's jump over to the rest of the party. The rest of the party, you stop to buy supplies to cook with. Do you want... I don't think we need to roleplay this unless you really want me to. I would say the party can expend like 4 silver and you would have enough, or I will say 8 silver. And you'll have enough to cook a meal for everybody. And for the most part, unless it's like the freshest ginger root from a mountaintop that's graced by, the breeze of a Northoldian monk.
I can cover 6 of the 8 silver without expending a gold.
I'm assuming
No, you're not here for any of this.
Yeah,
damn.
Yeah, we're
This is happening on while you guys are interrogating.
Yes, I know. I'm just now kicking.
Time to mute
I
yourself.
should mention that.
Yep. I'll cover it. I'm just gonna add 2 more silver to it, which is gonna be fun whenever I go home.
All right.
The main roleplay thing I wanted to do was once we got to Sergei's house.
Okay, yeah, you guys are gonna get there before everyone else. Let me message Willow and see if she is back.
Yes.
Willow.
She did tell me she might have to step away tonight. She's not only is a lot on her plate, but also having really, really bad weather. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
damn it! This would have been a perfect thing that I was having planned.
Yes, I am here, Brandon.
Okay. Are you able to keep going tonight?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
Awesome. All right. The party is together. Well, not the party. Anderson. Nope, not Anderson. Not Stradora. Not Sergei. Not Asuandria. Kenneth. Claw and Lumilia are at Sergei's house. You were able to spend 8 silver and consider yourselves able to buy. You were able to buy whatever you needed to cook a feast for your party.
Can I spend 1 gold? Because I don't want to do math.
I already spent it.
Okay.
Claw spent it.
Okay.
And once we get inside, Claw is going to say to Kenneth, Kenneth?
Yeah, what's up?
This is gonna sound weird, but for something my dad and as a show of good faith, a lot of the half-lycans like me usually fake wandering name until we trust somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Consider them good friends.
Mm-hmm.
My real name is Mordecai.
Aww.
I'm honored you feel I'm worthy for you to give me your real name.
I have already told Lumilia, and as she has been helping me out quite a bit, and I felt that you've earned to know that. Usually, as it sounds, if you know a real name of someone from my clan, it usually helps you with a little bit of sway that you can be trusted and don't immediately assume we're dangerous just because of what we are.
I gotcha. So, at least when it's the three of us, Mordecai works, right?
Between the three of us, yes. Just
Okay.
don't ever shorten it to Morty. I really hate it when my uncle Shafe Dumont does it, especially when he's drunk.
I can imagine it now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mordecai. Thank you for letting me know this. I have put my hand out for a handshake.
He'll take it.
And then I put him into a hug.
It was a trap.
There was one other question that I might ask that I was sort of wanting to ask both of you, and which was, do you think that there could be anything to help me not have to wear this mask as much anymore? Even though it's spring, my fur is melting me. He lowers his mask.
Well, there's a hat like Aussie, but that's not gonna.
Right.
That's no more different than a mask.
And I did tell Theanne that what I wished for was to be able to walk down the streets without people being afraid of me or wanting to kill me just for honor or glory, like the last time I walked down the streets with the mask off. Slightly longer jaw on his face, and when you see his teeth, you can see that they are obviously like canine-like. But besides that, it is very, hairy. Like he has whatever that disease is the opposite of alopecia, basically.
Okay. Right. So Gennef will say. So I guess cutting it all off is out of the question, right?
Cutting it off, I've tried it once, but every time there's one thing that we can sort of do, and every time I use a trait of mine, it just immediately grows back. And he will shift, and which case you'll notice his face go from, if he was 1/8 werewolf in appearance, he went to 1/4 or 1/2.
Like longer snout, stuff like that.
Longer snout, pointed
Elongated.
ears, very canine-like. It just all grows back immediately. My sister has. It happens to all of my kind, but my sister got lucky, and hers is at least more hideable as long as she doesn't show her teeth, and we wear gloves. I just want to at least look presentable and not just hide my face like my father used to as much.
What you have, your people, is this considered a curse? Is it genetic?
Genetic.
Okay, so
Very
it's not
much.
a curse.
If from what I understand and research my father has done and my sister, for people like me, him, and my dad, it is genetic. But if there was a spell that could ping you are cursed with something, we would ping as cursed with lycanthropy. We just can't get inflicted with it. Meanwhile, my mother, well, she isn't as lucky as us in that respect. At least she can hide it better without having to use magic.
So essentially, your mother is a full-on, what's the term, werewolf,
Hmm.
and your father is a shifter, which is
A half-lycan.
right half, and looks like half ends up being worse than a full.
Yeah, so it's weird, but he's allergic to silver. My sister and I are not. So we don't have to wait. I can touch this, no problem. He holds up the silver coins, but even without this glove. But if he touches it, it's the equivalent of getting a bad rash or touching a hot iron.
This is a dilemma. I can see. Did you ask Vera? I forget her name already.
Vian Irala.
Vera Infantala, for a cure or something?
I told her what I wanted, and she stated that if I stayed with her, she would have been able to give me something for it, but she would have to wait a day. I didn't want to fully accept it because I want all of my clan to be able to walk around freely, not just those who are strong enough in druidic power or strong enough in magic to hide it. And not be viewed as, well, monsters.
Well,
You're saying this to both Kenneth and Lumilia, by the way. If she wants to join in.
I don't have a lot of suggestions either.
Right. Alright, so I'm gonna say, well, I wouldn't trust a demon, and at least the gods of Ardor, I don't know if they'd be able to do anything either about this.
If any of them can, it would be Omiya.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first person I thought of, because not Galesalm, not Suyasa.
Not Renalta. Not Renalta
somehow
at all.
do something, but
she hates my kind.
No, not Renalta.
Although, one other minor important thing, she did let Aiden free and stated that I needed to give her a purpose. And I asked her to give me something to prove that she was free. If you didn't notice during that battle, she affected Mango with some transmutation magic. All I've seen it so far was she now has a really potent venom.
Yeah, I noticed he seemed pretty sluggish after he was bitten.
Cool.
And she did mention that she had a slight connection, but didn't seem more to it than just what I would assume that Idnaean has. So I felt like you all would at least trustworthy enough to note this information and not immediately smack me for it.
I'm gonna smack you anyways, but later.
Fair enough.
I won't, but
It's a demon. I get one smack.
Okay. Stradora already got hers.
What purpose are you gonna give Edinea?
She probably doesn't know what it's like to be free.
Part of me wants to state, maybe in helping me and trying to help kin like her, considering you saw how people were treating her.
Scale pride.
Scale curse pride.
Not everyone is open-minded about people's situations. People like you, Aussie, Aidanan, you all have something that makes everyone else disturbed. They don't like what's different. But what's normal here?
It frustrates me that they're fine with me, but not her.
Exactly.
One phrase my dad used to give me for comfort for both my sister and I after we got attacked was, everyone has things they are not proud of. Everyone has things that they are afraid of. Everyone has things that they would rather hide. Their own curse. Ours is just more visible and viewed on our skin.
You know, I would say you could ask Eshes, but I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Then he's probably the one I would trust the most to find a way to fix it, or to give you something to let you and your people, or those like you, to just walk around.
Worst case scenario, when we get back to Ardor, we should go and see Umiya's sages.
Wait, how? I thought of something. How were the Shattered looking the way they did until the event? How were they able to walk around looking like anybody else?
Can't they naturally transform from one to the other?
I thought, from what my dad mentioned, was before they had to be around some decently powerful magic for them to revert, for their true forms to be revealed.
Right. So
maybe, however, they were looking normal could be applied to lycanthropes.
Or those in similar situations. Yeah.
That could be something we could work towards.
I mean, the limitation of high-level magic. Yeah. I mean, you got a limitation will probably be the least of our worries.
And after a minute of this conversation, you'll notice him immediately shift, and he will mention, we only can do this once a day, more or less. Not as strong as my mom, but it only lasts for a minute.
Does it hurt the shift?
It feels... You ever feel like you stretched after you've been sitting down for a long time and you feel every joint in your body pop as you're stretching?
Mm-hmm.
Think of it like that.
Oh.
But all over. At once.
So I realize that this is a horrible idea, but if Ostoandria was able to affect how the Shattered appear, do you think she'd be able to do the same thing for other groups?
That thought crossed my mind, in which she is the closest person to being able to do anything, but we need her to get past the trial, and we need her to get to be able to control her power, and it's going to be a link between her and Anderson's dreams that can maybe point us towards something.
Still, it means if we pass all the trials and Eshes helps her control her powers, she could be an option.
True, and she is going to be studying at the university with Dilo Winrona. She will be able to have resources. She could.
So even if it's not her power, she may learn something that could help.
Right.
My main goal is that even for people like me, both sisters are jealous of pure Lycans for the fact that they can hide what they have. Pure Lycans are jealous for us because they don't go crazy every full moon. They don't have to deal with losing their self-control if they don't give in to it. I want both sides to be good. I don't want them to have to lose their self-control every full moon. I want them to be able to control that and be viewed as a gift.
Is it the time change, or is it the moon itself that causes it?
I feel like Claw would know this as a character.
What if you got rid of the moon?
The moon isn't the case.
Well, you know.
What, you want us to follow like a Despicable Me, like go steal the moon?
I just figure if the full moon is what drives them crazy, then if it doesn't even have to like get rid of the moon. If there's never a full moon, there's no problem.
Break the moon.
The problem is that it's not necessarily the moon.
Or we can do a Dragon Ball, just blow it up. I'm sure that'll have no negative consequences.
Every month they have to shift for a night.
And it just so happens that it's always the night of a full moon.
The moon makes it more difficult. The more full it is, the more difficult it is to control it up until the night of the full moon. And if you don't show the night of a full moon, you are always going to go crazy, which is why I pay so much attention to it. And even if you do,
it almost...
At least, I think if Sergey has at least a razor here, I can at least try to look semi-normal until I use this shift again.
I'll give you a haircut.
Has
I would appreciate that.
any
Given how clean shaven I am, I probably do have a razor in there.
has any Lycan ever tried to study a way to keep themselves under control? Some spell, some potion, something.
There's
It
a
almost
cure
sounds like
for
a curse, so maybe
There
better
are-
than that.
You can cure it if you're inflicted with it, but my mother was born with it. Nothing short of a wish can cure that.
And those aren't just lying around.
At least we'd have a long-term goal. Wish.
So,
So short-term goal is a haircut.
mhm.
We'll talk to Emiya, see if Oswandria can learn anything, do some more investigating.
You know, that's the thing. When Aussie goes to the university, she'll probably need something to focus, something to study on. She'll probably just do whatever, but maybe we could give her hints like, hey, maybe look into this.
Yeah. If we ask her, she probably wouldn't mind.
Plus, you're a friend. She'd probably want to help you out.
Well, I
She
felt
kind of
that
owes me.
I felt that in her in me trying to help her control hers, I might find answers to help my mom control hers.
Hey, for all we know, someone at the university could have been studying a way to help them control.
For all we know.
I don't know, maybe some esoteric person studying some random thing because they're crazy about beasts or creatures.
One can only hope. Now, Claw's gonna raise his mask and let's get to cooking, so that way they don't question why the food is taking so long.
Yeah.
Perfect. I want to
Okay,
try
so-
barbecue.
Mhm.
It is the middle of the night, and
Yes.
I think that's done outside. And
Not
Sure,
necessarily.
wait, Brandon, what does his kitchen even look like?
Yeah, good question.
Sergey's got a studio townhome. The kitchen is attached to, the living room. That said,
How well kept does he keep it?
Mhm.
Like, is it nice or is it like an absolute mess?
I'll let
pretty clean.
yeah, I was gonna say I'll let
Yeah,
Sergey.
I'm not a
Been there in a while.
slob.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
you saw how.
It's pretty clean. Yeah,
Like-
and of course Sergey's been out traveling for the last couple of days.
So, like, there's more dust bunnies than normal.
yeah.
I put my recipe into the chat.
Mhm.
Claw will try to help her, and then head towards the bathroom, trying to find a razor to shave himself.
If you
Also,
don't
there
find
are-
a razor, I have a knife.
All right.
That could
Use
work
the
as well.
razor. Use the razor.
I have steady hands. It's fine.
Besides, I'm sure Lumilia is going to be having a lot of fun helping Claw.
And honestly, even if I cut him, I'm the best equipped to heal him. Who cares?
Yeah, good point.
Also, he's really good at healing himself too, so it's fine.
All
Also,
right.
I want to point this.
real quick. I'm gonna get us back on track for tonight because we don't have a lot of session time left.
Yeah.
The party is going to be reunited. Quick things that happen as the party is reuniting. Sergey, Anderson, Stradora, and Oswandria is not a player. As you guys are walking back, for those of you paying attention, you see Oswandria take out a spell scroll, the one Dila gave her, and after a few seconds, it disintegrates to dust in her hand as
Minor
she
concern.
sends a sending to someone. Otherwise, everybody is going to be reunited back at Sergey's townhome / apartment / studio, and a dinner is waiting for everyone.
Did I see Oswandria cast the sending?
No, she cast it on her way back.
Okay.
No, it's like what I'm learning is that we should have killed him.
Yes. During dinner, can y'all catch me up on what happened at the interrogation?
Yeah, and let's do that. if you guys want to roleplay dinner, we can. But otherwise,
What all
you
have
want,
we learned?
Yeah, I'm okay with table talk as far as like if you guys want to just tell Willow.
I mean, what did you make?
I put it in the chat. But
Barbecue calf with
calf with
peppers.
pepper, served with noodles and cheese.
Oh, I didn't have that chat
I
open.
want to make the comments like, I didn't even own the barbecue.
Yes. It's an Ardorian
Where'd you get it?
It's an
Hey,
Ardorian recipe.
There are multiple ways to barbecue. There's a YouTube channel devoted to all the strange ways people barbecue.
And I'm sure
You can
Carl can
barbecue on a, like-
make a way up, and he still made sure that the accountant was clean.
You
All
see,
right,
what,
so let's
you see, I
bring
breathe
the
fire.
conversation-
Barbecue's not a problem.
Yeah, let's bring the conversation back to what did the party learn? So
Well, we learned that Sergei's former boss was absolute scum.
Yep.
Is the first thing we learned.
Y'all got proof?
Oh yeah, no. By the end of it, he was screaming like at us, like he confessed.
Like,
also Andrea's gonna like speak up and say, all of that mind magic Reyna taught me. Well, I put it to use.
You using mind magic. Good for you.
Oh.
Let's see. I'm also assuming that with this at this table we would have been able to do the shave with it, or have we not done that yet?
Beforehand, yeah, you were able to shave before you started.
Okay.
cooking.
did you clean it up?
You don't check your bathroom, but if you do check your bathroom, you're going to see a lot of hair in a garbage can, in a
Soon
bag.
as, like,
Like
dry
overflowing.
blood on my hands. I'm gonna go wash them off before eating. You just
But what you guys actually see, you actually do see Claw's face.
Oh,
I'm just going to be like,
hey.
hands in the air, like, I don't care.
There's just
Like,
been a lot tonight that I don't care about. Again,
Yep.
let's focus on the conversation, bringing
Yes.
it back
But-
because we don't have a lot of time.
No, that's fair. With that being stated, so he outright confessed everything to the light. I'm sure he was thrilled to hear that his thoughts were probed and that magic is legally used against him.
We didn't really get to hear too much of it. He was silenced.
I mean,
It was obscene.
a lot after the confession. It was just a lot of yelling.
That's great.
I mean,
Yep. So he's being charged with the 16 deaths resulting from the escaped animals and stuff. So Talia's off the hook. The light
Only
even
called
said
out
that if she happens to miraculously return to Dawkinsdale for some reason,
I pull out
she
the
even
sheet.
can have her trial like she was supposed to in the first place.
without
We should
having
let
to,
her know.
I'm waiting.
Also, Andrea's going to say, I already sent her a sending.
Oh, that's what she used the scroll for.
Oh, when did you do that?
I
She's-
was worried that you had sent it to Tila and you were gonna.
You know I know sending, right?
Also, Andrea's going to shrug and say, oh, it just seemed more important than what we needed it for. And no, I
Fair
Question:
enough.
Did you put that in your spell book? Actually, Anderson wouldn't know that. Never mind.
didn't.
You should have copied it into your spellbook.
And she says, and she's going to respond, I can't put a spell in my spellbook unless Reyna. Oh, yeah.
You're
can.
free. You're
I'm gonna
free.
pat her on the shoulder. I'm gonna give her a hug. It's like it's okay.
Is she
You're
able to
gonna
copy?
person now.
No, I don't have a spellbook. Never mind.
I think I might.
And she's going to say, oh, of course I knew that. It's just.
You'll grow out of it.
It's cool. Still
For
hug.
future reference, I do know sending if you want me to let anyone know things.
But you can't send sendings to the people I need to have know things.
Who are they?
My dad.
I could send a sending to your order captain to give a message to your dad.
I don't know if Winsley's ever met my dad. Also, Winsley's just like down the street.
That's true.
Okay. Sorry.
Also, it's late. You might wake her up.
It is late.
I get a slight chuckle at that thought.
So, We haven't heard back from Ashes.
Dude, that guy just kind of comes in and comes out. I wouldn't be surprised if he's been here the whole time watching us.
I mean,
If
he
he is,
comes around the corner, like holding one of like a plate.
should we leave him some food?
No.
Okay.
If he wants food, he
Ooh,
can.
can you send Eshes ascending? Is that a thing you can do?
I should be able to, yeah. I don't think there's anything from stopping me from sending to divinities.
Do it. Harass the god.
Not unless gods have a do not.
Okay, what should I say?
We completed your trial of power.
Did we?
No,
He hasn't,
we
he
haven't.
hasn't faced justice yet.
But Lucifer's
yeah,
been
yeah.
charged for 5 years of hard labor,
7
and
years.
Yes,
5.
7.
5.
32.
Or
Well, like,
two.
No,
She revised
is
it from
five.
2
It is
to 5.
Yeah.
She didn't add 5 to the 2.
Yeah.
But that does not include whatever will result from the 16 deaths because he hasn't paid off the life debts.
So probably more than 5.
Yeah.
Unless, do they allow like dirty money to be used to pay off life debts?
Hey man, as long as it's cash.
Yeah, as long as it's gold. Doesn't matter where the gold comes from.
Part of me wishes that they would just freeze his assets.
Assuming he has 16,000 gold, that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of
you
money.
don't know how much he built up as like an undercover crime lord.
16,000 gold!
Yeah.
Plus, those criminal lords would definitely be well known. Plus, technically, justice hasn't been served for Talia.
Talia
True.
doesn't need any justice.
Well,
She will now. Well, she's
I mean,
still going to
we
fear
still need to go
her
talk
life.
to Talia
Prove
if
her semi-innocent.
for Stradora's sake.
Oh wait, I just realized I could. Never mind.
Send Talia ascending? Yeah. But
Yeah, I'm just recycling. It's fine.
Besides, I think Stradora here wants to go meet with Talia again to get her. What did she say? Her birthright?
I want to meet with Talia.
That's
If you
fair.
fight her, there's gonna be a problem.
Look,
I don't think there's gonna be a fight.
she just
I
needs to tell me where Stormbreak is.
She didn't know.
No,
You
she
told
can
us
figure
that.
out where it is because it's in one of the hands. It's in the hands of whatever crime boss took over from the person she murdered. So we'll probably have to murder that guy so I can get my birthright.
Okay.
What makes it your birthright, if
Uh,
I can ask?
Aswandra is going to speak up and say she said she's on her way back to the city. How many words does she have? She got kicked out of the den she was hiding in anyways.
Sounds about right.
I blame Wayne.
We should go see her.
I blame not Wayne.
it's gonna be a long night.
Keep it
Also,
in your
if we're
throat.
fighting crime lords, I'm gonna look at Andrea. I'm casting Death Ward on you, just so you're aware.
What's that?
It protects someone from death for 8 hours.
Okay.
If they were to go down to 0 hit points, it takes
Are
the
we
blow.
gonna fight Death Lords tonight? It's late. I want to
Not
go to
tonight, not
bed.
tonight. I just wanted to let her know in advance because we're dealing with a sword that compels people to kill.
A corrupt Risen member tried to set me on fire 3 separate times. Oh
Yes,
my god,
and
now
you're
I know what it's
fine.
like to be my dad.
Look at her
I
pride.
I
I
shot
tried
her.
to
Yeah,
cut you on
sucks.
fire.
I thought my dad
I
was
mean-
crazy when he mentioned that he saw Blackfire. I never thought that could be a thing.
Well, now we know.
I'll save it for the post chat.
All right, so the party's going to bed.
Yep.
All
If I
right.
pull out,
Sleep over at Sergei's.
God help me.
Yay! Free
Be
lodging.
afraid.
I
Oh,
take the couch.
Brandon, how
Guys,
much
get
time
the
do we
bed.
have?
Don't worry, I'll let you have your bed.
I am not
Ask me
sleeping with
one
all
more
you.
time, Jackal. Ask me again.
Like how much time do we have? Because like there was something I wanted to talk to Stador about before we went to bed.
Oh, you can talk about it. Normally, we're shooting for an ending point at about 8:30. If you guys are cool going longer, we can. Or, if we get to 8:30 and you guys are comfortable stopping, we can do that too.
20 minutes. You have 20.
Okay, no, that's plenty of time. So for all, God, do I want to mental link you or do I just want to? No, I'll just come up to you. And it's like, hey, Sidora, can we talk?
Oh, wait, are we
alone?
getting ready for bed?
Yes.
I think so.
Oh, so I'm in the midst of taking off my armor.
Are you? Oh. Do we have separate rooms or like what's
No.
the? Yeah.
You're
You think
all
I
sharing
care?
one bed.
Have you ever
It's-
been in a studio, Jackal? It's like a giant
Yeah.
dorm.
I've been in a studio.
It's a giant room. Like he
It's
doesn't
just
have
one
he have
big-ass
separate.
room.
He doesn't have separate rooms. Like you might have a corner, but no. Basically, everything is the living room.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if
There
that's the
is
case,
there
I'm
is a
going
bathroom. A Luna guy does have indoor plumbing.
And that's like usually the only room that gets its own privacy, but that's just because, you know,
Yeah.
it's a bathroom.
If that's the case, I will mental link Sidora.
Mhm.
It's like, hey, can I talk to you real quick?
I guess mentally it's like, sure, I just have to finish getting out of this stupid armor.
I need to ask you a really awkward question for me.
Are you still mental linked?
Yeah, this is all mental
Do
link.
you want to take this outside, or do you want to do it in your brain?
I think I want to take it outside.
Fine. Get out of my armor.
All right, you guys step into the hallway.
Make myself look pretty.
So, you know how I've been having a lot of dreams and not sleeping, dream nightmares, visions,
Mm,
not sleeping.
you and your boyfriend, the Shatterer.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've been hanging around also Andrea a lot.
Mm-hmm. Since your birthday, it's been about a week.
I think I love also Andrea. But I'm really concerned that also Andrea has at least a part of Calfear inside her. So I don't know if my feelings for her are actually for Asu Andrea or if they're for Calfear, who's inside her. And as someone who has a lot of strong emotions, I'm kind of hoping you might be able to help me tell the difference.
What does that mean, strong emotions?
You're very passionate about what you like and don't like.
I guess that's true. I did say that my mom did say I have a strong personality. I don't know. If you want to determine the genuineness of your feelings, my thing would be to try and like focus on the when and the where and the why these things occur. Like, I don't know. You know, if you were to like look at her right now, I don't know, do you get all butterflied in the stomach? Do you find yourself thinking about her idly when you're just kind of hanging around? Do you find yourself staring at her a bunch while we were eating dinner?
That last one.
Does it only seem to happen when you have thoughts of Calfear / shortly after the dreams happen? We do share a lot of breakfasts together.
I don't know. I find it really hard to talk to also Andrea. I find that like words just kind of fail me, and I don't know. It just feels kind of hot. Like I really want to just take my shirt off or something.
Well, it is the spring.
But also like I don't know, because like when it's with Calfear, I just kind of want Calfear to take me and do what he wants me to. So it's like I don't know. It's like not as strong, but it's
Let's I'm a young lady. I don't know. Are they different emotions? I mean, like,
I'm not.
you know, like love it. Like, I mean, love is love and all that jazz. But like, I don't know. You know how you can hate two things, but you hate them for different reasons. You can love things in different ways, right? Like, do you feel like are they different emotions, or is it very much the same emotions? Like, does she elicit the same responses in you that Calfear does?
I don't really know. It's like I'd say it's similar, but not as intense. like Calfear, I just completely freeze up and kind of let him do what he wants. With Ozymandias, I kind of want to get closer and also run as far away as I can, like, you know, at the same time.
I mean, I would imagine that the secondary response is because of the whole fact that you don't entirely know if what you're thinking is genuine or not. The fact that it's a slightly more muted response in comparison makes me also think that maybe, just maybe, you're putting you're projecting onto her a little bit of what you feel about Calfear. But I don't know. My big advice would be to try and really think about it in isolation, and then kind of think about them together. I know it's crossing, that's, you know, like contradicting pieces of advice, but you know, I guess my thing is, if like you did like a checkbox of why do I think this about these people, and you know, it's all the same, like all the same markers, I'd be very worried that you're just,
I really don't know. It's always just a rush of emotion, like a lot of emotions. Like, I mean, a lot of them. Like, I'm going to throw up amount of emotions.
That's fair. I've been there. But yeah. Well, I mean, that's fine. My thing would be maybe to try and do that analysis. You know, like, why do you feel this way? What makes you feel this way? My big concern, like I said, would be like if you talk about everything you'd like, if everything you'd say about Calfear, you'd also say about Osandria. That would make me worry. Because then I worry that you're not looking at them as separate individuals. If the lists look very different, then like I would say that your feelings are a tad more genuine. Because then you're looking at Osandria as the person that she is.
Okay.
I don't know if that helps. Like, they're your emotions, buddy. I can't really tell you like how to feel.
I mean, it's definitely, well, because I never thought about actually thinking about what about them I like. It's just, I don't know. The emotions started running, and I just kind of went with it.
That's fine, but my thing is that you're worried about if those emotions are like real. You seem to be coming at me with the idea that, you know, basically you're coming with me with trepidation about what to do with your feeling.
And with all the dreams I've been having, and all the things, I don't know if this makes sense. I don't really know who I am anymore.
I mean, like, I could get that.
Martlin and Anderson seem to be running more and more together.
No, and I get why that would make you feel concerned about the, you know, ferocity of your feelings. Because you know, it's a combination of I feel this about this individual, and then there's this other individual that's kind of connected to that individual. So am I letting those feelings run over? You know, are you letting the picture, the colors you use to paint Calfear to paint Osandria? And then there's the extra problem of, am I the one supplying the paint in the first place? I'm sorry if this analogy has gone off the rail.
I mean, it kind of hits the nail on the head.
That's the big thing. You know, I can't necessarily help you with most of it, to be honest, to get into your feeling. But that's why I think you need to interrogate them and like really like get down to the why, because, you know, then you can start sort of answering the questions. If you're just gonna go on your gut feeling, you might not be able to get anywhere. If you can, you know, at least sit there, you know, make it an evidence-based thing. And then from there, you know, make decisions.
Okay, I think I understand what you're saying. Thank you. This is giving me a lot to think on.
I'm glad as a oh fuck, I left my book of not a plea as in my other chainmail. Anyways, as a agent of Alilia's grace, It's my duty to serve my fellow man, so I'm glad that I could support you in this.
Right. Hey, Stadora,
Yes.
you're a really good friend. Good night.
Oh.
And with that, I'm going to head back inside.
I too will head back inside.
All right. The party's able to go inside and start laying down. I got one question for you, Jackalaroni.
Sure.
Are you using that Marklin Anderson's hand?
Yes.
Can I bunk entirely too close to Alessandria?
Yeah, let's see. Where is she?
I want to bunk as far from Alessandria as I can.
Yeah, where is she sleeping?
I want Brandon to randomly roll all of us a sleeping location.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
that's why I
will.
put you all in the same bed.
I'll do it as a 100% around, and I'll do 2. So 100%, think of a circle 360 degrees, starting at the top and going around. And then I'll roll the second one for how close each person is to the outside. So 50% Mordecai. Okay, so Anderson on the opposite side of the room from what's her face? Andrea. Stradora is going to obviously be where Andrea is, so that places them on the 2 opposite corners with a 99. 72. Kenneth is going to be closer to Andrea and Stradora. And then Claw is going to be a 96, also sleeping over there with them. 82. Lumilia is somewhere close to them. And Sergey is at a 51. I guess Sergey's bed is going to be on the northern part of the room. And that is everybody. Yeah. Okay, so everybody's pretty much on one side of the chamber. Anderson goes to the far other end of the chamber, sleeps, on the floor. I assume there's either a sofa or something, and everybody's either laying on top of each other or passed out.
It's a hide-a-bed.
Yeah, at some part of the sofa. Sergey has his bed, and then Anderson probably just makes do with a sleeping bag on the floor. Or a bedroll on the floor. Moving from there, Anderson, you activate the mark on your hand that was given to you by Fian Ira Alla. As you were informed, she told you, and this never happened on screen because I was controlling your character that night, but I messaged you everything that happened. You can use this mark once, and it will allow you to freely communicate with Martlin before it dissipates. The Fian Iralla's mark's going to trigger as you start drifting off. You don't really feel much of anything different happening until you get into that state of dreams where you're always kind of drifting between memories and feeling hazy or foggy. That does not happen at all. You're kind of expecting it tonight, but instead you just wake up and you open your eyes and you're just sitting in this almost ethereal space. And in front of you, you see a much older wizard of sorts sitting in front of you. You instantly recognize his features as Martlin. He is going to give you a very loose smile before he finally says, "There's a lot I've been trying to tell you. We only have the night."
Oh, are we ending it there, or am I allowed to talk?
I was gonna end it there. If you want to respond, I'll let you.
No, I think that's a good spot.
All right.
Do one thing actually.
What do you want to do?
Basically, just wake up before everyone and make them breakfast.
Okay, that's fine.
It's my job.
you
We all
can,
need
I can be woken up by that.
we can race it next session.
Okay.
So, all right, let's end there.
Cook off.
You guys fought Felicifer. Great job.
And we
on
won.
that.
And we decided not to kill him against our better judgment.
So I gave Belicifer 178 HP when I first created that fight. He was at 117, and that was not gonna do. That was not gonna do.
Maybe
Yeah.
170.
Like, he came close to killing me.
Yeah, I was really happy with his damage output. I just altered one thing about him. I gave him the ability to cast spells as a legendary action, and that made it like that was the spice. That was great.
I love
I
how
stayed
you
on that
were so worried
firewall.
about me hitting, by the way,
Mhm.
and yet the only damage I did was with Mango that entire fight, Mango and Spirit Beast. But
You
I mean,
poisoned him. If
That
it
is
wasn't
true.
for that stupid poison effect, like, Osandria doesn't hit with the lightning bullet full force.
that is true, and
For
also
Milk, I also dealt no damage.
that is true, but also that poison also saved your life.
Yeah, we'll talk
Yeah,
about the
nope.
fight afterwards. Let's
Yeah.
see. So he was a CR 10 creature, so 5,900 experience. Divided 7 ways. It's
Real
gonna
quickly,
be
what's everyone's XP before adding XP? I want to make sure, because I can't remember if I changed my
I
XP or
think
not.
mine might be a little bit above you, but mine is 24,003.
You said 5,900, by the
24.
way?
Okay, no, I'm good. I'm caught up with everyone. I'm 2450.
all
You
right.
said 5,900?
5,000. 5,900. I did it in a calculator. It was 842.8, but I'm just moving to 843. So let's see. You guys found an answer to the Trial of Power, which we will definitely touch on next session. Sometimes the greatest thing you can do, or the most powerful thing you can do with power, is not wield the power, which is its own lesson unto itself. And that was one of the answers to the whole thing. But yeah, and
Kill count still stays at 0.
yeah, Belicifer is going to jail. You guys found out why he was after Talia. She was cutting into his pockets, only stealing from criminals, and he
I called it.
was getting funding from criminals. And I'll give you guys I'll give you guys a tick of major experience for everybody's personal story kind of advancing. So let's see. In total for tonight, I'm gonna say 2,943 experience.
2,400.
2,943. 2,943.
I ended at 26,946.
All right, let's do
43.
I had 3 already.
I want to make sure. So 2,343.
2,900. I'll type it out.
Thank you.
Okay.
I didn't record my XP.
2,943. All right, and your next session is going to be on
The 24th.
the 24th. All right, and
Great. Does anybody
what's
get
up?
inspiration?
Inspiration. There's no good roleplay this. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. Inspiration. Who? Lon Anderson.
Yeah.
Yay.
Clanderson. Do you want me
No.
to roll
That's your
it,
ship
or
name.
do you want normal inspiration?
Roll it.
All right.
Well, no,
It could-
Willow's right. It's Andikai.
Yeah, I was gonna say
No.
it was Anderkai.
Wait. Why did I roll players? Okay, that's the wrong roll. Disregard those. The first one's for Claw, and the second one is for Anderson.
I already have that one. All right.
All right.
Your inspirations are me and Strador.
All right.
mean-
I'm everybody's inspiration.
And I'm going to